2. Ja. En ik heb hier ook nog iets van beeld. Okay, good evening everybody. Hey Crazy, welcome. Yes.
Je microfoonlevel staat heel hard.
Oh, sorry. So. En hoe is het nu?
I think that's better.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. And let me kill all my other streams on my other devices. So we don't have an echo again. So this seems like a recurring issue with my audio, but then again, you have some awesome audio right now.
Okay. Oh, maybe it's just my problem that your audio is way too loud. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So return your audio. This was my fault. Sorry.
Okay. It's now the same level as Sebasti's.
Yay! I just lowered my own monitor.
Okay.
My apologies.
Okay. Cool.
So 20 people already, Yillis?
Yeah, 21.
21.
And I quit, so it's 20. So
nice.
Tonight another one with Sebas. This becomes more common than often, and I'm really grateful for that since we make a good team together.
Yeah.
So today,
Yeah, so this is episode 13, our lucky number, I suppose.
Yeah. Is it the 13th now in just 3 days?
I think you said 13th.
Yeah, it's the 13th episode already. And we had some extra ones. So we had one with Ian earlier this week on a CTF that we did. We did some in between, but this is like the regular Saturday streams.
Mm-hmm.
So for me today, or like since the last week, I'm busy with car hacking a lot. So I got myself all kind of gadgets. It started with this one. So this is a dongle that allows you to do Canbus. Showed it last week as well on USB. And if you want to capture stuff, I created like a fan out board with Canbus and pin headers, but I seem to get more and more. So I got this one, so it's not really sharp.
That's like an ODB dongle.
It's an ODB dongle, like a really cheap one. So it's 10 euros and it has a blob. So we can tear it apart a little bit later. My idea is like I'm able to put it inside my car and look at all the fuel gauges of my RPM and my speed and whatever. So am I able to fuzz it to create like the same readings on my iPad using this dongle and Arduino or whatever. But today I went to the... Hey, cool, Chrissy, welcome. And congrats on your new job. So today I went to the scrapyard, the Autokerkhof. A friend of mine was, his friend owned this place, and we went there to look at possibilities to get myself an entire car network. So I have asked some questions on Twitter, and what's the total car worth these days? I don't know even. Yeah.
Sorry, I was distracted.
Well, what is a car worth these days, like in total, like on a scrapyard?
No idea.
No.
I don't even have a driver's license. Cars are of very little interest to me.
Yeah, to me as well. So up until last week, I had no interest in cars whatsoever. So yeah, it's like a car in a box. That's the idea behind it.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
So But writing it on 500 euros is what Victor Gevers is telling. So there were some things that cross my mind. So what kind of car do I need to have? Like if I buy a instrument cluster and dashboard, then I need the proper connectors for that. So these are probably expensive. And if I need to wire something to each other, it need to have like the same voltage levels or the same protocols or all this other stuff. So how cool would it be if I could go to a scrapyard and strip an entire car, get all the modules out and get all the wiring out as well, maybe cut it in two and rework it so it's like reconnected again if it's like properly color coded. That would be the highest rate of success for like a newbie as I am on car hacking. So we are going to do that, and I'm probably going to either stream it or film it or do something with it. So I'm doing it with Jure, my son, one of my sons.
Live from the scrapyard.
Live from the scrapyard.
Father and son team daringly take apart a car.
Yeah.
In an effort to proceed with hacking. Cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
I could also just run a virtual con environment, but that's not as much fun, or run it on a Raspberry Pi. But I really want to know how it works and how you can brick it and how you can de-brick it, and so this is something that will appear in the following streams. So there's not an appointment made yet, but we already took apart cars. We looked at a Volkswagen Golf 2008, and if you open up the how do you call it, trunk, like the front part of the car,
the hood,
yeah, that's the one. You could just easily see the main computer, the ECM, and just unplug it with two simple connectors and just click it out. So that's really easy, but like the way the wires are from the engine part to the dashboard part, that's like really complicated. So I was a little bit scared about Volkswagen suing the hell out of everyone, like they did with Radboud University when they want to release information about the crypto stuff. So not really sure if I want to go for Volkswagen or for a Japanese brand or doing whatever.
They will sue the shit out of you anyway, Jillis.
Yeah. But I'm poor.
But yeah, so in the chat there's already a few people giving pointers, taping all the cables to a certain part of the wiring loom together, so you keep them together and you can easily identify which goes where, label stuff.
Yeah.
Savadi is asking if you can explain the story about playing with cars and an airbag.
Yeah, there was someone on, I think it was Nulcon, that had a scar because he was like fuzzing the Canbus and triggered the airbag, and it exploded while he was in front of it with his laptop. So, pro tip, I always fuzz on the non-airbag side.
Yes, also maybe just airbags are explosive devices. Be very careful with those. Oh god. So
and the other thing,
Victor is saying you're also going to need to bring the dashboard and the airbags. I think that's kind of the point.
Yeah, the dashbag is the point. The airbag I don't know, as it's a class 1 explosive.
Yes, that, and they're also quite valuable. The scrapper will probably want extra money for that.
Yeah.
So
disable airbags before fuzzing them. Yeah, correct. But I do need like the compute module that's underneath the airbag. So what I could do is like emulate like an explosion that I can like refuse every time for demonstration purposes.
Yeah, just get a triggered airbag from somewhere.
Yeah.
should be easier than an untriggered one.
Yeah.
At least maybe safer.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Oh goodness me.
So that's one thing. I was like doing some notes on a fan-out bus where you have like 4 ODBs, like male, female, and 4 DB9s that you could connect from any pin to any pin. But it turned out someone already made it. So there's no point in building it yourself. But I thought
that's my line, Yillis. When someone wants to build something, I always say, "Hey, someone already did it. It's available in China for cheap. Just get that."
Yeah, it's not available in China cheap, but yeah, still it's cheaper than getting the stuff yourself. So yeah, that's it about from my side. There's still the CTF going on, like the hardware hacking CTF. We spent some time on it with Ian. Could not get the Canbus to work, so maybe it's either requesting something, but we do not see anything on the oscilloscope, so no signals coming out. So. Colin is doing an FL on ECU. Was going to try it on a running car.
well, the running car with versus a driving car. There's still some. Okay.
Yeah.
Both sound insanely scary, but yeah.
And I have to say, like, Colin is the one that got me the Chip Whisperer, which I'm very grateful of. And he did a lecture on the ARM Summit, like the Developers Summit. So not from a attacker's perspective, but from a developer's perspective, where he trains the developers to include side channel attacks in early stage of development. So build your software and your hardware in such a way that it will be protected against these kind of attacks. So I think that was very cool. So I attended this. Like there's a lot of trainings going on that you can attend for cheap. This one was even for free. So I think Twitter is a valuable environment for getting up to date to these things. And Usabus.
Oh wow! Well, you're on the subject of trainings. I'm slowly starting to prepare for the Hackaday Remoticon, where I'll be doing a soldering workshop. And I have something cool for you people. Hackaday sent me an email. Hey, would you like your friends to join for free to view the conference and interact with all the other talks and presentations and workshops there are? So normally you would pay 10 euros a seat to be able to interact with the host, well, albeit me or someone else. I have a discount code I'll drop in the chat in a few seconds once I've found it in my email, because I didn't prepare that bit. But if it's a hardware workshop and you need actual parts, you still need to order them. I recommend ordering them soon. But yeah, so the free
we should have like this Oprah voice. You get a voucher, and you get a voucher, and you get a voucher.
Yes, so you are all now my friends. So here you go.
Cool. Eventbrite.
Yeah, for the Hackaday Remoticon somewhere in early November.
Can you add it to the chat as well, like for people that are?
I just did.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I just dropped
the name of the event itself. Oh, it's in the name. Yeah. Vouchers, yeah, vouchers.
Yeah, whatever you call them, I don't know. But there's plenty of cool workshops available. There's awesome stuff by Helen Lee,
cool,
doing her thing. I'm doing the soldering, nothing to be afraid of. You might have already seen most of the content in there. Modular synthesizers, PCB reverse engineering, KiCad and Blender, photorealistic PCB renders, crowd control robots. What could ever go wrong with that? But also introduction to firmware reverse engineering, hardware debugging, learning how to hack a car. Hey, Yillis.
Hey,
But also 3D printing onto fabric. There is so much in there. That's cool to see. Also available the whole weekend is the Hackaday Soldering Challenge, where you get to see a few familiar faces compete against other badge teams, soldering from big surface mount components to tiny surface mount components. And you can also compete yourself. You'll just have to pay shipping for getting a board and all the tiny parts. You'll even get a spare part for the smallest part on there.
Cool.
Which will increase your odds from about 1% of succeeding to maybe 2 or 3% of succeeding. I have not tried it. I've not tried it myself, but it's. I'm expecting a few of those boards in the country. So if you want to compete and you wish to defend the Dutch honor or any international, if you're in the Netherlands, I can ship you probably can ship you a kit. I'll have a few in-house.
I did the training, forgot his name, SMD soldering for the faint-hearted.
By Clement.
Clement, yeah.
But that was back at RevSpace, the one.
I did the one in Hacker Hotel, and I did the one in Chaos Computer Congress. And Chaos Computer Congress was like all dimmed lights, and it was like, this tiny component with like 9 balls underneath that need to be perfectly reflowed.
Yes. Yeah. Did you get the original one, or did you get the cat you had to pet?
There's 2 ones. So I have the one with the up converter and down converter, and I have
that's the original one.
The one with the cat that you need to pet and have like mine has pink eyes.
Yeah. I passed all levels except for the smallest. There was one resistor or one tiny 01005 component, where I was reworking it and then burned the pad off. It's incredibly small.
But I really like to see how that works. Just like with your workshop that you already did, like putting stuff in the wrong way on the board and seeing how like nature gets its way of putting it right back.
Yeah, exactly. It's there's so much you can just correct by trusting in physics. Basically. What was that story? Oh, that's a complicated one to type in.
You continue on your.
I'll just let the viewers do the typing. We're working on getting closed captions back up for this stream to include more people, because not everyone can hear us speak properly, and we're not even speaking properly, being horrible Dutch accents all the way around. Hackaday Super Conference is happening, and it's going to be fun. Use the discount code. I'll paste it again if you don't have it. Save it in your favorites to get access for free. Sorry about the mopeds in my area. And we'll just have a blast soldering these things together. And that's going to be from 12:06, I believe, and then down to 8:05. 6:03, 4:02, 2:01, etc.
Cool.
If you don't have a soldering iron,
get one. Great minds think alike. If you don't have one, get one. Yeah.
And 0402 is already what I consider sneezing powder. And from there we go smaller even.
Yeah. I was working like blinking lights is always on the great congresses like in Germany and on SHA, and I got like this tic tac box with a LED board and had like
I remember that one.
Really tiny LEDs on it, and I was like working on it during the night and was like doing the dishes, and there was like this tiny plate. and I thought, hey, there's sugar on it, so I threw it all in the bin, but it turned out to be like 50 LEDs or something, so I had to reorder some.
In the chat is a question by Victor. What is a good soldering iron for starters? There's basically sub 100.01 I can recommend. That's the... Yeah, also watch the stream from last week, but mainly get the TS 100 or even better, the TS80P, I think it's called, the one with the power delivery, because that one has USB-C connection. So you can just plug in your laptop charger and...
They both have, but the P has like 12 volt and the normal one has only 9.
Yeah, that's both the TS80, but the TS100 has a barrel jack.
Yeah.
But get the TS80P so you have the power delivery function, because that's stuff's really easy, and I can recommend that one.
Yeah, I'm using my TS80 everywhere. Even sometimes I use it over my stationary one.
And no, do not get the Parkside piece of shit from the from the Lidl.
Actually, shit.
However, to piss everyone off for my soldering workshop, I will also use a $3 USB soldering iron from China, if it still works, to show you that the tool you have will always work. It'll just be harder to do it properly. But I will try doing the soldering challenge with my proper expensive 100 times more expensive JBC soldering iron, as well as the $3 Chinese soldering iron.
Yeah.
But do not get the Parkside from Lidl.
Actually, we got one since I had to do a talk during Locom in Barlo, and I broke off one of my connectors.
It's then it's a matter of the tool you can actually have in your hands right at that moment.
It was like a tiny wire, so it's not connecting it and using Scotch tape. But quick question for you, maybe a spoiler for your training or workshop. What's more important, like having a better soldering iron or having good flux and solder? Trick question.
I would. That's not a trick question, and it's. It also will answer the question by Celestine, who is asking, why is the little one trash? Okay, I'm a bit of a snob when it comes to soldering irons. That's my problem. But I'm also pragmatist. If you're doing if you're doing basic through-hole components on a 2.54 millimeter grid, it doesn't really matter whatever soldering iron you use. A better one will save you time and a lot of frustration, but you can use really anything. If you're going smaller, you need some more control, you need some more direct heat. The ones I recommend, like I'll switch cameras, give me a second. I think it's this one. Yeah, let's switch over. So here you have a JBC, and that is an active tip, which means I'll get the cool one before I burn my fingers. So one of these active tips, you can see it's a completely sealed cartridge. The heating element is sealed and fused together with the temperature sensor directly in the tip. When you get a normal soldering iron, let me see if I have one. Give me 1 second, I'll grab one.
Yeah. While Sebastian is getting his, I will show you like the same things for...
Yeah, I have my Weller here, which is old. It's still a great soldering iron, but my Weller has a separate heating element and a temperature sensor, and then a tip, which you connect together. In this day and age, you don't have time to wait on a soldering iron that still has a separate heating element. You can't afford it as, that's, yeah, I'll get to that. So yeah, for basic soldering, any soldering station will do. if you want to get a better job, if you do soldering daily, you do not want a 15 euro little one. But hey, to get started, yes, sure. Any soldering station is better than no soldering station.
Start doing little projects, get stuff
Yeah.
from scouting, for instance, like or
Yeah.
Velaman or whatever.
Yeah, and
Hackerspaces.
it's the thing. It's very good to have a cheap tool as a gateway drug, because then you can figure out, hey, I want to keep doing this soldering stuff, or hey, nah, okay, I did it, but it's not my thing. So yeah, I reckon if you're more serious about soldering, if you already know, hey, I'm gonna do this a lot of times, do not get the little one. Spend the 80 or 100 euros in total for the TS80, TS80P, I should say. Else there is plenty of other options in between. Tips. Hey, I think we're repeating the ones. So I'm a fan of chisel tips. I love chisel tips.
Can you show it for the people that are unfamiliar?
Yeah, I'll try. Oh wait, I can do that under the microscope.
Yeah.
Give me a second. So I'll just try and put some together. Let me hit a
What
button.
a great way to turn into the next item.
So this is a chisel tip, and I'll get a hot one as well. This is the one I mostly use. These are the two I use the most. This one is dirty. Let me clean off the gunk. So these are standard JBC. The one on the right is 2.2 millimeters across, and the one on the left is 1.2 millimeters, I think. And these are, for me, the ones I use almost always, which is for 90% of the jobs more than enough. Did I bake my pizza with it? No, I did not. But if you leave, if you do not clean the tip, the flux residue and other stuff on there will burn and will give you the black leftovers. So yeah, but it will depend on your application. If you look at a catalog from a proper soldering station vendor, you'll see about 100 different tips for different soldering irons. I think for the TS80 you can have.
I have 5.
But get a chisel tip. That's the main part, and
sometimes I need a tinier nozzle, but that does not have enough heat.
From there, if you want to go smaller, you can try a thinner tip, but you'll run into an issue where you can't transport enough heat into your component.
Yeah.
So, well, we can also do a little demonstration on that, because I have a little soldering project.
How cool would that be?
For a friend of mine, and I'll first show you that board on the camera. Let me switch scenes again. I'm trying to get the hang of this. So this is a LoRa board, KISS LoRa. It was handed out at a conference, I think. It has a bunch of sensors on there and a little LoRa module, an Atmel microcontroller. It came with a battery and an antenna and some other stuff. I think it has temperature, humidity, light sensor, gyroscope on there as well, but that's not what we're focusing on. What we are going to focus on is the circuitry right before the antenna. Let me switch to the microscope. And it's a little bit gunky. It lived in someone's bag, I think, for a year. But here on the right, you see C24, C23, C25. And the request I had was, can you replace a few parts for me? And I was like, yeah, sure. How hard can it be? And then he came with this board, and I'll show you with my tweezers how big these components are. Let me get a proper set. And this is the tip of my tweezers. So each of these is probably 1 or 2 millimeters across.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting, and that's what I'm going to do right now. If you'll
Question
if you'll
about cleaning. Crazy saying it could do a little cleaning as well. So I myself use a toothbrush and a cotton tip,
Yeah.
but a cotton tip will leave like the strains
Yeah.
of.
Good question. And I, where did I put them? Oh, they're downstairs. I got a bunch of swabs from AliExpress,
Yeah.
which have lint-free, like a little pillow on top.
Oh, yeah, I know those. Yeah.
Those are awesome.
Yeah.
But for now, I'll just use some flux.
Yeah.
And just do a little bit of cleanup here.
Yeah.
And it's not the way to do it, but who cares? So, fine.
Clean like a baby's bottom.
Yeah, well, I have zero experience with baby bottoms. Goodness me. So, what we need to do is the C24 at the bottom needs to go and be replaced by an inductor, 10 nanohenries, and C23 needs to be removed and replaced by another capacitor, and this one remains empty. So 2 components need to go.
What are the 2 components?
These are now, currently there are 2 capacitors,
Okay.
but someone figured out, hey, if you replace these 2 components, you get a lot better range on the device.
Okay. LC.
Yeah, I have no idea how this all works.
Okay.
I just replace components.
So I've rarely seen white capacitors.
Yeah, these are a little bit gray.
Okay. Usually
but
they
that
tend
might-
to be yellow or brownish.
Yeah, but I've not seen anything to. And let me see if I did this right. Yeah, I've got the right size. Also important. Okay, so first up is we need to remove them. So I'm going to add some proper flux. This is my tacky flux by Chipquick. And I'm being lazy. I'm just going to GTFO the parts, as I like to put it. And you see my problem here, it's stuck, it doesn't want to go. So what I'm gonna do is grab some solder. And just gonna add some solder to the connection so I have some more heat transport.
Yeah.
And there we go, that's one gone. So the other one as well.
So what would be an ideal way to take off the component and not kill it by the heat?
Not kill the component or not kill the PCB?
No, the component. Since it
So-
tends to stick on the tip of the soldering iron.
You'll find that most components will survive.
Okay.
However, with stuff like capacitors, resistors,
Yeah,
just chuck them.
Yeah. It's
Just
better.
chuck them. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
They can just go. So let's go and try this. And I've already give my standard warranty warning. I give no warranty. So this is desoldering wick. I'm going to clean up the board, remove all the solder from the pads. And I need to do this gently because it is thin stuff. Let's see. So I've added the flux to really make this easy for me.
And this is really a joy to watch for me, at least.
Okay, let's heat up a bit more.
Yeah, and if it does not work, add more heat.
No, no. If you want to destroy your stuff, add more heat. If you want to save your stuff, add more flux. Or add more tin. Because your main problem is you're sucking away heat into the board. The copper layers of this board are thick. This is one of those boards where a company wants to promote their skill at producing high quality, thick RF capable boards, which is nice, but it sucks when you're trying to solder. So I'm going to add some solder to make some more
Oh,
connection.
that's a cool trick. Learn something.
And it's also a very tight spot here. See, there's plenty of room in that solder wick anyway.
Yeah.
So
what's your ideal size or width?
for the wick,
Yeah.
I have 2.5 millimeters,
Yeah.
which is pretty decent for nearly everything.
Yeah.
And the one thing I didn't do was take a photo, but I remember where they're supposed to go.
Fortunately, we still have the stream.
Yeah, so it was between these two, from left to right, and then one on top of it. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so we can. And these tweezers are bent. Did you see that? Let me see.
No.
Show you. See?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's. Let me get another one. I should have one left. Where did I put it? Let's see if that's any good. I can't work with shitty tools. This is also
Yeah.
relatively shit, but it's not crooked.
Better than the other one.
Better than the other one, yeah. So, let's think what we're gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to a thinner tip. So the 1.0 millimeter, 1.2 millimeter chisel tip, which gives me a little bit more maneuvering room. And note that I'm not a soldering training expert or any expert at whatever. I'm a teacher, so I'm no expert at anything. But hey, we can try. So let's add some solder to that single pad. That looks pretty. And that's C24. Let me look at my notes. C24 needs to be replaced by the inductor of 10 nanohenries. Well, I cannot verify if they supplied me with the right part, except check the label.
It's in the correct reel.
Yeah. Oh, that is incredibly small. I have not done something like this in a while. Let me check. Here we go. That's our new part.
Yeah.
Nice and green. So let's try and do this the easy way. That's one side done.
Yeah.
Switcheroo. And let's try and do the other side as well. And there we go.
Oh, fancy.
That's when you add a ton of flux.
Yeah.
That's why you do that.
Yeah.
So that's done. And let's do the bottom pad first, because that's harder, because it's tight. I probably should have done this one before the other one. Probably. I don't care. Let's see this one back in its bag. So if we need more, we still have them. So this is a 5.6 picofarad capacitor, which basically means if you breathe on it, the capacitance will change.
Yeah.
It's tiny.
Bud was saying, why is this one green? Bastiaan reacted, green is more fashionable.
Yes, yes, that's why
We're
we
such
do this.
fashionistas.
So, another bit of sneezing powder. Don't inhale too sharply, because getting a capacitor in your lungs will probably be worse than COVID.
Inhaling then.
Yeah. Snorting.
Or snorting,
capacitors.
snorting capacitor.
Snorting capacitors is not my idea of a fun Saturday night. That's... oh, miss. Try again. That's... floating
That's
a little
odd.
bit. What?
Yeah, like it's not...
No, that's the problem what you get with 2D microscopes, so single camera microscope.
Okay.
You're missing that it's not level with the board.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
it's stuck. It's
Yeah.
stuck on there. Let's go and do the other side. Shall we add more flux? Nah, it's gonna be good. Oh, That's a bit rich. But I think, oh, that's even more rich. Got stuck there now. Let's get some desoldering wick and some fresh goop. Yeah, what happened there was the solder mask, the green stuff, got scraped away by all my tinkering. And then everything wants to hold solder.
Yeah.
And you see here my issue with a smaller soldering tip.
Yeah.
You can't get the heat in. So, okay, so this is...
I wonder
not
what
ready.
happens if you turn it on now.
No, it's probably not going to be that bad, actually. It's clean enough now. Let's see. So it's a little bit messy, but it'll work. Yeah, done. So what should happen now, but I left the swabs downstairs, so is that you would clean it up with some isopropyl alcohol. Even if it's a no clean flux like the one I use. So this is, I'll just...
Is this an autofocus microscope? Or did you do the focusing?
No, it's manual focus.
Ah,
so
okay, okay. Yeah.
But I can also, oh, I zoomed in a lot. I can move the camera up a bit. So this is Chip Quick SMD 291 NL. No clean tachyflux for lead free.
Yeah.
It also works for leaded.
Easier for that even. Yeah.
Probably, yes. So yeah, I can, but I can recommend a tachyflux for any day of the week when you're doing your soldering. And just go with it. It'll make your day a lot easier. I would rather have this flux and a shit soldering iron than a high-end soldering iron and no flux.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Hence the question. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me switch this back. Cool. Yeah, that was my little thing done. I think your turn again.
Okay. Well, I have no turn.
Nothing?
Yeah, I'll figure something out. So we designed the board with the ESP32s, like the M5 atoms matrix. And I just got a notification via SMS that these are shipped and are due to be delivered on Tuesday. So the PCBs are on their way as well. So maybe next week or the week thereafter we can see if one USB power is enough to power all the...
Yes, that's the interesting gamble we took.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah, and otherwise we could like make a cut somewhere halfway the power distribution and power it from two different sides and using one common ground maybe. Reverse engineer the Canbus firmware. The CTF one, probably.
Yeah. Okay. So Bertrix's board. I'll switch cameras to show you and get the right one. Clickety click. So it's now blinking blue. And if it's in range of a LoRa gateway, which is probably not going to happen in my city,
it's a little bit out of focus.
Yeah. It's a phone camera.
Yeah, okay.
I need to tap the screen to make stuff focus.
Yeah, perfect.
It's slowly blinking.
Yeah.
It's also mirrored, which is interesting. I'll fix that later. But
let's zoom.
Yeah. No, I should fix it with OBS because it's wrong in OBS.
Oh, okay.
Let me try transform, flip horizontally.
It looks
position.
like
That's better.
Yeah.
Hey,
cool.
it's green. Bertrick, it's connected. It's doing things.
And what's the binary decoder or hex decoder that's on the board? It's like channels or?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But Bertrick is in the chat. He can probably tell me what to do. But he is supposed to be able to do something remotely because it's LoRa connected. So he can make a LED blink in my house now.
Oh, cool.
So I'll let him do the work.
Yeah, it's like a remote hack me.
I'll just put it on the table for now and keep our eye on it, and then we'll let him
see what happens.
Yeah, which just sends an RGB value back. Okay. About the impedance. Yeah. Okay. So that one is connected to the Things network. I'll rotate it a bit because there's a blue LED blinking as well. So here in the corner, on the right-hand corner, there's a blue LED that occasionally comes up.
Yeah.
I have no idea if this is going to do anything, but hey, we'll see what happens.
Cool.
So Bertrick, this is your chance to shine. Make stuff happen on this thing. I don't know, but it's a cute little LoRa board. I have no idea if this works at all, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, that was my little soldering project for tonight.
The blue LED tells you it's sending data.
Oh, cool.
What do I have? I have an Arduino with a Canbus shield, and I have a connector, but I don't know if this connector works, so I need to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Could be something that we can do live on the stream.
Yeah, sure.
So it's this one, so might need to. So this is a Spark Fun board.
You need to switch.
Yeah, I know. So that's microscope. Blurry. Other way. So you can barely see it from this side. Maybe if I.
There we go. That looks better.
At this one, where are you? Oh, not able. Did I just break it?
that would be fast. Will be a new record even for this show.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a dongle last week, and I showed like my /mail thing, and then like 1 second later it was like open. So this is the desk cam view. So
bless you.
Yeah, bless you. So this is the device. So it is a clone Arduino Uno board, and this is the shield for the device, which is a Canbus shield. It features a DB9 connector, and after the one is like ODB2 CAN, ODB2 CAN, ODB2 CAN. Those are connectors that you can resolder for adding different connectors to it. On the back there's like an LCD, but this is not a normal LCD, this is a serial LCD. And it turns out that these are quite expensive. So where you can just get a I2C or a parallel for a few euros. This is like 60 or 70 euros for an LCD. It's like makes no sense at all. You can add a GPS module as well, and there's an SD card to it to communicate with it. So if you put this on top of the device, there's you can use it either through the DB9, but also through D spins. So there's a 5 volt ground, CAN high and CAN low. So if I install this, like this, and I get my conversion board that I created somewhere. Where are you? Underneath. So
I'll put this board from by the window because it's barely in range.
oh, okay, yeah.
And the theory is that at some point the LED will turn red. The main problem with that is I can't prove it to you that I didn't fuck with it, but trust me. Oh wait, I could put my camera towards that thing. So it's a smartphone on a stand.
So
This happened. Let's see.
so this is the dongle,
Yeah, here we go. That's better.
and I need a tool. This is an. It's not I fix
Both
it.
your
With,
computer screen.
so iSesame, and you can use this to like peel in between the like for getting stuff open. So this one, and making funny faces. So now it's open, and if I put it underneath the camera, you will see like there's some connections, data in out, clock, ground, 3.3 volts. So it looks like an SWD JTAG connection. So I can move these and move these. So if I open this, so can I zoom a little bit in? Where's my switch back to the microscope, and so there's a chip here. So this looks like an espressive.
Hey, that's the 8266.
And 8266. And there's an this. I have no idea, but I suspect this to be Canbus related. VC 1040 19C 1250. And there's something here as well. FM25 Q06A. So I'm using, you don't see it, but like a light to shed some light on it to be able to read it a little bit more. And this is probably something STM32 related, or at least SWD related. So you can play with it. There are some people that already create a change for this dongle to allow it to read a Ford car, since that uses the CAN medium instead of the regular CAN ones. So you have a switch on the back where you can switch to either one of both. So I'm not going to mod this one, but what I want to do is like see if I can somehow as in is the 1040 part. What's the 1040 part, Killergeek?
So you want to replace a chip or something?
No, I don't want to replace a chip, but what I want to do is like connect this device to this device and see if I can somehow interact with it. So I need this for it, so I can connect the connector. So let me switch screens. So webcam. So this is the dongle. So I can connect this here. So
yeah,
this is connected. So hey, I'm a car now. and by powering this up with 12 volts, the dongle will probably thinks it is connected to a car. So I should have a 12 volt adapter here somewhere. Oh, I got myself some new fancy gadgets. So this is like a Canbus male to, what's this? Oh, some piece of tape in between. To 3 females. So you're able to connect different devices to each other to do funky stuff. So I need to look at this one. Am I able to see what the voltage is? So I need to. This is 12 volts, so this is the correct adapter. So adding it to the power. Yeah. Putting it into the PCB. And in fact, it works. So where's the lights? So it's probably if I put it on here and remove the power and switch to the desk cam, insert it. So you see like a connection to this thing. I have fanned out all the pins, so I should be able to connect it this somehow. So I need to find a cable for which is not here. Oh, it is here. To connect it to the computer. So I hope you hear the beep as well. So if I open up Arduino IDE,
Hey, in the meantime,
yeah.
the LoRa board switched its LED from green to red, so we got a connection.
Oh, cool.
Nice. Well done, Bertrick. Oh, and someone is complaining of a low frequency buzz on the stream. Yes, that will be something we probably won't be able to prevent. I have a pretty sensitive microphone, which is picking up everything from my voice to sounds half a block away. And any interference in between, which we're then piping through a Zoom call to Yillis, who's then mixing in his own audio in his house and everything, and then it ends up through the compression algorithms at Twitch and YouTube and every other service in the known galaxy, to end up at your house.
Yeah.
So
sorry for that.
Sorry, but you should fix it. Fix the equalizer on your end.
Okay. So are you able to see what I see? Then I need to switch to another screen, Windows View. So I connected the board, and this board is is set up to read data on, where is it? 500. So this is the speed, 500 kilobits per second. So now I'm going to wire the PCB to the Arduino board to be able. So I need some female cables. Got those here. So the red one and there's a green one, and the. Where's my low? So this is CON low. So I need to wire CON low, and now I need to find the fan out here. CAN low is on the right of the device. So CAN low is pin 14, and we have 16 pins. So that's the orange one. Oh no, the green one here, and the other one is Can High, and that is the remaining green one. So it is connected now. So if I go to this one, and if I add some power, maybe reset this one, then I can only see nothing is happening on this device, since this device is listening and not sending. So as this is not sending, I need to come up with something that is sending. So I created a board earlier, a Raspberry Pi that had CAN as well. Where is it? So much stuff. Should clean up. It is not here, so maybe I can use the other thing then. So if I use this cable, connect it, and so now connecting the Corlan USB 2 COM to my device. So that's connected, and now I should fire up a VM. VirtualBox. Where are you? So VirtualBox. Start. Move these two around. This is the VirtualBox. Adding the device to the VirtualBox. Maybe not ready yet. Do it on the other one. Okay. Devices USB. So there's the Corlan USB to CAN converter. So that's attached to this device now. Okay.
So while you're doing this, Yillis,
Yes.
Celestine is asking, VirtualBox, why not VMware free?
I rather have VMware Workstation even, but yeah, this is just personal preference. So
Cool.
yeah, you can use either way, or rather have it on a Raspberry Pi or on a physical machine, since sometimes if you do this. Yeah, Workstation Player is free, but not the full package of Workstation. And Workstation itself, so if you pass your VMware exam, you get a Workstation VMware Workstation license for life. So that could also be a way to cheat your way into getting a license. Sometimes if you run like software-defined radio or things that are timing based, having a virtual system that needs to time slice all the tasks will give you different output, or is not able to cope with restarting devices, especially when you're flashing stuff and needs to go into DFU mode and comes up with a different USB address. That might be hard sometimes. So opening a shell, hopefully. maybe click on it twice. So some stuff from the previous time. So what I need to do is I need to open the Canbus. So con 0 IP link something, I don't know. Bringing the Canbus up, yeah, that's exactly what I want. So YOLOing my way around here. So IPA, do I already have a Canbus? Yeah, I have a Canbus. So I need to go to Beckett. So I need to do an IP link set con 0, type con bitrate, and I've set this to 500,000, which is it now. So I can do a con alt get install con utils. Thought that it was already on here, but maybe not. Guess not. So this is a package that includes all kinds of con features. Oh, my mic is not optimal?
No. Keep going. Just keep
Okay.
going.
Okay.
I think, but that's something for later.
Yeah.
I think it's going auto-adjusting the volume, so up and down.
Okay.
Could also just be my version of your audio because I'm listening through Zoom.
Yeah.
But so I'm not sure. But we'll check the stream for that later.
Yeah.
And then do a review of how we can, if we can improve it.
Yeah. So I'm now sending congen can 0. Network is down. I need to do a up. So IP. So I configured the port just like a Ethernet port to be of the type con with a proper bitrate. And I also need to do IP link set up con 0 to put the device up. And if I do a congen, it should somehow communicate with this. So let me see if I have a serial monitor. And this is not picking up a lot. So why is that? That is odd. Did I make a mistake on is the pin correctly? So there's low. Low is on the right and high is on the. I have power, ground. I was seeing like different stuff before. Okay. Let me open up my previous projects. File, open recent. This is Conry demo. Uh, 500. So let's run this one. So this is a sketch that comes with the board. Okay, all the correct libraries are already installed. So if you go to File, Examples, SparkFun Canbus, there's like a couple of stuff that you can do that will address the joystick that's on the board, or the GPS, or the LCD module. So, okay, this is doing stuff. So, For some reason this is not working. Congen. IPA. So looking again at the settings, so there's a Canbus. Vegan S3. And what was the baud rate on this one? 500, so that should be okay. So ePay link set down. IP link set from 0. See if I can find some other. Yeah, but can't send, should just send everything. I can try it, but up, paste. I was expecting the data to appear here.
Yeah.
It does
So-
not. Yeah.
Quick question in between, Jillis.
Yeah.
Can you disable your video in the Zoom call to me? Because that
Yeah.
will save you some bandwidth and that will probably improve audio
Okay,
quality.
yeah. Sure, I will.
Because for some reason the audio turned to shit between us.
Okay. Is this better?
We'll see. We'll have to wait and see.
Okay.
Scales back up.
For another minute, yeah. Anyone, any suggestions on what might be wrong here?
So they're not talking to each other, right?
They're not talking to each other?
And have you? Does the whole Canbus thingy actually work? Have we verified that?
Yeah, I did use this before on a Raspberry Pi. So what I can do is find the Raspberry Pi again to validate the entire setup. So I'm the only thing that I'm doing different now is I'm using the Corlan USB to CAN. So what I can do is like Corlan USB to CAN, see if they have some suggestions on how to set this up. Where's my mouse? Everything stuck? Hello? Ah, okay, there it is again. Okay, Corlan, and this is the device. Python, wiki. Let's go to the wiki then. You need both a receiver and transceiver to make the CAN work. Is the driver for the chip correctly? Compile the driver. Test application.
Could it be something stupid like just reversing the plus and minus signal of the two?
Now they need to be connected, and the low and the high are connected. Yeah, I can change them, but
I don't know. I'm just guessing here.
Okay.
I've never played with Canbus before. Yeah, John Willem is saying, "Hey, measure, measure, measure. You've got a scope and you know how to use it." Yes. Yeah. Well, what we can do is that you grab the oscilloscope, and in the meantime, I'll work on another little project.
Yeah, sure.
And then then we can verify if that Canbus is doing actually.
Yeah. And let me get my pie as well.
Cool.
Yes, you can, Gilles. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll switch over to you.
Yeah, I'll do some talking, give you some room to
Yeah.
focus on trying to get it working. Cool. So another project requested by a friend. He plays around with former Soviet microchips, and Soviet microchips are interesting, and I'll show you. I'll hit the button. Here's a piece of a data sheet. Let's see if that works. Yeah, there we go. So, if you look closely, and I'll leave it to you to guess what's weird about this little pinout and why I have a project here. Have a good look. What is wrong with this picture? Well, there's nothing wrong. It's matches the Soviet spec perfectly, but what is weird? What did they do? Well, I grab another glass of a favorite beverage. What did they do? Come on, people in the chat. Come on, shout at your screen. No, that's not about length. That's hand drop. Metric pin grid. Yes. Yes, indeed. So normally, the chip, I don't have a laser pointer. Normally a chip is at a 2.54 millimeter grid, aka 0.1 inch. However, in Soviet Russia, we do not use capitalist system. We use metric system, and they are very correct in doing so. So this is a 2.5 millimeter grid chip, which if you're doing small chips into a board, that will work fine. But if you're doing a 40-pin chip, let me just do some math with my little trusty little calculator. So let's do 40 times 2.54 millimeters. That's 101.6 millimeters. Let's do 40. So 101.6. Let me type in the chat because I forget. Otherwise, that's with the inches. And if we do 40 times 2.5, you get 100 millimeters. So the chip is 6 millimeters shorter than a standard part from, say, Intel or any other chip manufacturer. So I suggested, hey, you could just make a little adapter board, and me being me, I'll just prove that we can do that. Let me switch to KiCad. And I've already started the footprint editor. And we should be able, you should now be able to see my pop-ups as well, because I fixed something. And I'm gonna give it a grid of, let's say, let's go to a millimeter grid. So it's a 2.5 millimeter grid we need. But I'll edit it, and we'll do a even smaller grid. So 1.25. So half of what we actually need in terms of grid. So we now have a proper grid, and we can move this out of the way. Let's make a nice little Soviet chip. Let's add a pin, and let's edit that, and just give it some because they gave us the width of the chip. So they're saying it's supposed to be 0.57 maximum pin diameter. Okay, 0.57, I can work with that. So let's go to the hole size. And the hole size here is 0.76, so that's bigger than our original chip, so that's fine. Okay, let's keep it like that. I'm gonna copy it. Let's see what is the hotkey for copying in this. Control D. Control D. Oh, I did not mean that. I'll just do it like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You wanted a 40 pin chip. Oh, that's a bit too zoomed out. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that's half of our chip in a Soviet style grid. Let's do the other half as well. You could probably do copy paste and patterns and stuff, but clicking 20 times is not that bad. And hey, Yillis is still searching for his oscilloscope probably. How are you doing, Yillis?
It works.
Oh, you got it working?
Yeah.
Oh, well switch over and I'll do the tedious work and then
Okay.
we'll get back to me.
Cool. So what I did is this is a Raspberry Pi. So I set the con settings just similar to what I did on the other device. So IP set link con down. So if it was already up, I put it down, and then I set con up and the type to con and the bitrate to 500,000, and then I started can generate for doing a generation of random fuzzing on the Canbus. And the other sketch is just showing all the data that you see. So by running this, you will see on the left side on the wide screen all the con information that is coming in. So the Raspberry Pi Zero is now generating and fuzzing the Canbus, while the Arduino is like picking up the con information. So this works. So I now have something that is able to generate con data on a bit rate of 500,000 kilobits per second. So if I remove this one, then the device is no longer able to read it, or maybe I should connect it and use a breadboard in between, so you can see whatever it is sending. That might be even cooler. Let me get myself a breadboard. Hold on.
In the meantime, people doing the chat and
I got myself a breadboard.
Good. So, in the meantime, figure out a nice little in Soviet Russia joke I can put on these boards to make the joke between the metric and imperial system. So
okay.
please help me finding a nice little joke to put on there.
So I need male-female cables. So the high is connected to the high. I have another one. It's connected to this high. And I got you will see it here, and let's get a low. So if you wonder how breadboards work, so this is the inside. So let me show it. Deskcam view. So this is the inside. This paper is not connected. So just the columns are connected, not the rows, depending on how you hold it, of course. So connect this one to the CAN low, and connect another one to the CAN low. So now it should be able, should still be able to get data. So if it's not connected, it will just stop. So this is another test to see if it is all working. So this is working, and now I'm adding another board in the equation, which is the dongle itself. So I need to remove this and messy. Oh, this is still connected to the computer. So disconnect this, insert the dongle. Yeah, and now add this to the Canbus as well. So this is the high, and this is the out of yellow cables. No, still have one. It's the low. Now I still need to verify which one is the high and which one is the low. Don't know it by heart yet. So the one on the right is the low. So the one on the right is the low, so it's the green one. This is the low, and then the other one is the high, the green one. Okay, so this is connected. So it is sending data. Can I somehow see if the device itself shows any signs of something is happening? So it's still red. So what I can do is use my phone to connect to the dongle. So I have this special app for it. Okay. It needs to connect over Wi-Fi, I think. Connecting.
In the meantime, I just discovered that I didn't actually change the grid, so I need to move all the things around again.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's fine. That's why we do this stuff. So you don't have to.
I get an ODB2 error. The ODB2 interface is not found. So what I think I need to do is connect to the proper Wi-Fi. So there is a unprotected Wi-Fi OBD2 network. What could possibly go wrong? So let's see if it will connect using the 12-volt adapter, and it actually will. So it is connected. So I'm starting the app again. Press connect. Hope it will connect. Come on, you can do it. So I don't know if it somehow sends information. Maybe I should stop fuzzing the port.
Would be interesting. Do all those ODB dongles make an open Wi-Fi?
I don't know. This is the first one that I see. So
because that would be an interesting traffic jam Wi-Fi scan to see if anyone has any open Wi-Fi dongles connected to their car.
yeah, it would be, and it
That
is,
would be scary as shit.
and it is called Wi-Fi OBD2. So yeah, no guesses here.
Yep. Oh dear. What could possibly go wrong indeed?
But for some reason, adding just 12 volt to the connector is not enough. While I am connected to the device. Error detecting OBD2 protocol. Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Is the setup correctly, or use auto? Okay. Can I use auto? Somehow. Settings. Select dashboard, auto reconnect, interface time type. Okay. Oh, it is already set to auto. Custom IP. Please do not set your ELM Wi-Fi on the screen. Please see the help. Okay. Could the dongle be trying to reach certain values? Yeah, could be. Yeah. So what I also could do is I could use it to set a different baud rate. So I could set it to so this one would no longer be able to read, so I need to recompile this code. Should be 250, but I don't know what 250 is, so I need to open the definition of this this thing. So this is in libraries, Canbus, source code, maybe this one. How do I open the include files in here? Yeah, otherwise I'll use Notepad++.
Yeah, the Arduino editor is not really meant to do any actual work in it.
Okay. No. So go file open. Where are you? Downloads. No. Documents. B1 with the car. Yeah, think like a car, be one with the car. That's so true. Get totally zen. So I need to go to libraries, Canbus, source and definition. So in the definition is a lot of defines. So is there a speed thing? What is the speed thing? Con speed. Con speed. No, it's not in this file. File open. So this may be the Canbus. Yeah, it's the Canbus. So this is actually stating that there's also a Con 250 and a Con 125. Okay, so I need to set this to 5. Run. And this one crashed since it's not able to connect or get any feedback that it's receiving correctly. So that's a good pointer as well. So done uploading, and if I run this one on 250, yeah, it will start reading again. If I look at the dongle itself, which is over here, there's not much information. So if I remove the power and put the power back in, so not much going on here. Might try to open the dashcam thingy. Go back to the so it's trying to connect again, so see if this works. Oh hey, we got a blue LED. That is cool. So something caused a blue LED.
Normally in software when you get something blue you start to despair, but here it's nice.
Not connected. So this is either due to me connecting stuff. So let's turn it off. Connecting. So this is actually looks like the connecting phase somehow. So blue. So it would be cool to see or determine what the device actually looks for, and see if you can emulate it using consent to be able to activate the device. But this, simply fuzzing it is not enough. So are there can you do a consent for consent examples? Con communication tutorial. Okay. Setting communication, vehicle simulator, climate node, vehicle simulator.
That's better.
Climate. Condump Python. Is this something I need to install separately? Climate. Oh, this MQTT related. Con simulator. That looks cool. 12-volt program that communicates with the board, background simulator board. The board schematics. Yeah, sure. PDF. Yeah. And it is connected to the COM board, Raspberry, and COM high, COM low. Mapping to OBD. So can high is 5 is to 14. Where's my back? 14 can low, yeah, and the other one is set to 6, which is 4, 5. Ground. That's odd. Can low 1, 3, 5 on OBD. Oh, the other way around. So should be 5 on the right side, left side. 5 to 14, yeah, and the other one is 8 to 6. Yeah, that's exactly how I wired it. So I was looking. Oh, sorry, I'm not sharing my screen. So window view. I was looking at this one. So here you see the connector. So it's using 5 and it's using 8, and 5 relates to pin 14 and 8 relates to pin 6, and pin 6 is can high, which is can high, so it's not connected to any of the other buses. So this is actually a setup that I already have here, so don't need to make this. Oh, sorry. Can loop. So is this something that you can already install using pip, for instance? Separate repository simulator program. Where are you? Go get, go build. Okay. This is on the Raspberry Pi. Okay, we have a Raspberry Pi, which is here. So simulator program, it's here, code, copy, get. simulator program. Oh, but this might run into issues since I do not have a screen connected to it. Go to the simulator program. Got read me go build. What is like go long? How do I install Go on a Raspberry Pi?
Sudo opt install Golang?
Golang, yeah, okay.
Probably.
I
don't
was
know.
wondering that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Want me to show a bit of progress on my little board?
Yeah, please hold on while I switch to another
Yeah, sure.
co-host. Yep, here it is.
So, I've done the tedious work. Well, part of the tedious work. I've completed the footprint, corrected a few errors, and then I put it on the board together with a standard DIP 40 socket. You can now nicely see that the standard DIP 40 socket is just a little bit wider, hence the need for our board. I just interleave them so you can just plug in your chip, add a few pin headers, and then chuck it into a breadboard or something.
Yeah, and it has like a IC socket.
Yeah. It's, just an IC socket. Well, if you have any Soviet IC sockets,
Yeah.
then you can just use them. You can also just make the permanent adapter.
Yeah.
Jan Willem, the chip in question, it was linked earlier. I'll link it again. Is a Soviet clone of the 8086 processor. So of the original Intel clone, they reversed it, copied it. I don't know how they figured it out, but here's a cool Wikipedia link for a nice read about it. And look at those crazy packages the Russians made for their chips. It's weird. It's not something we're used to.
Oh, that is really wow.
So yeah, so it's a nice little adapter to sit in between. And what I'm gonna do right now is I'll show you a few, and then we'll switch back to Yillis because this is again tedious work. Just hitting exciting mode and making traces.
So one pin header is underneath the chip, right?
Yeah.
So you need to lift it somehow, otherwise
No,
you won't
it's-
be able to fit.
No, it's gonna be a double-sided board. So the inches side, the imperial side, will point downward,
Yeah.
fit into your breadboard, and upward will have a socket for your Russian chip.
But the pin header, like the top of the pin, will be underneath the socket.
Oh yeah, a little bit, but that's not really problematic.
Okay.
Just raise your socket a little bit. This is going faster than I expected.
Well, that escalated quickly. Cannot find the packet in any of Git.
People help Yillis find Go.
No, it is installed, but it's like this is like the first time I do Golang, and for some reason it points to github.com.
Lovely.
Go is easy. Okay, help me out. I'll switch. So this is what I got. Let me got build. What do we have here? So got
You can switch to your terminal again. I'm doing T.
oh, sorry. Yeah. Window. Yeah.
Let them see cool hacker terminal things.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not even green. So this is the stuff that I got, and I got readme installation. Py run. Oh, I need to get it via go-get instead of cloning the thing myself. Ah. Okay, sorry.
I hate that kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a perfectly good installer system. Let's
yeah,
not use
curl
that.
bash as root.
Yes, let's just keep doing stupid stuff.
Okay. Whatever.
Yeah. 0 point in ranting about that.
Oh, I got myself a mate. Like one of the last ones. I think
Cool.
I
need to start visiting rough space.
yeah, and there's like a coin laying in the way that needs to be picked up, and so I want to like combine it together with some PCBs.
Yeah, seems like a smart move.
Delicious. So what happened? Was not able. Git hubub. Like typing is another Git hubub. it's also like in the code githubub.com.
Oh dear.
It's like promising. Go gadget Canbus.
Heh.
Is there like a -v for verbose? Like it's doing something? What does the text say?
Yeah, you might just zoom into your terminal so people
Oh,
can
sorry.
read along.
Maybe I need to switch the color scheme as well.
Main thing is just zoom in.
Okay,
think.
so zooming in is not an option in PuTTY, but I can select a different.
Oh no, wait, it's actually quite readable if I enlarge my window. So I was blaming you for stuff I did wrong.
Okay, well, fixed it.
Cool. Use
Okay,
Windows terminal.
this works. So what happened? Now I have a Go directory. Bin. Simulator program. Oh, this is the program itself.
I have no idea.
Okay. File simulator program. This is an ELF binary. Yeah. Okay. Source github.com. Come on. Car loop. So these are the required things. It looks in the file in dev, but can't find it. Yeah, I think it's using SPI connection to the device. So maybe this is not. So let's look at it. MCP. So these are the connections. I could hook up. So what did they do? Where's the software? So let's look at the datasheet. TGA49. chmod. No, it's not the chmod thing. It's trying to open SPI device, and I think this one is connected differently. So might take a look at what kind of chip is underneath here. So do I have some visuals on this chip? So this where are you? MCP 2515, yeah, that's on the board. And the other one is a VP230. What's this? Someone here. Barely able to read it. I have a hard time. What's the goal again here? Yeah, trying to simulate Canbus. This is a con simulator. I have a dongle and I want to fake like a car since I do not have all the hardware yet. So see if I can make it in software by using a Raspberry Pi and some shielding, maybe even some other boards that I have lying around to connect to it. But this uses a special design. So if you look here, this is a board that you can connect to. Download. But this has some circuitry to allow you to connect to the Raspberry Pi. It's a different one than the CAN had for the Pi Zero. So maybe CAN had WaveShare, which is the name of the board. Maybe they have some stuff on their site.
Did you say WaveShare?
Yeah.
Oh, WaveShare makes awesome stuff.
Yeah, I know them from their e-paper stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I buy from WaveShare most.
Yeah. Actually got the Raspberry Pi. What's this? This is the connect. Can receive, can send. Yeah, there's also there's 485 on the same board. Not using that. Python send. Code analysis. Almost through the for receiving. No. No, I need some more knowledge about this to make this work. Another thing that I would like to do is I have an M5 head, shield, board, whatever, that also communicates Canbus, and it would be cool to make the to have the Raspberry Pi communicate with the M5 stack to be able to read the data, because if that works, then I could probably make a gadget that has the Atom on board with a Canbus gadget to do car hacking on a very tiny scale.
Hey. Like here's have the atom in your car messing up your car.
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
dear. What could possibly go wrong?
yeah. It's like, yeah, it's just sending bytes, so no one cares how you do it. So what I bought, which is on the way, M5 stack. But actually, I got the other things via express mail, and I bought 485. This one. So this is a CAN dongle, and you can add this to an M5 stick or to an Atom or to whatever.
Oh dear.
And this must be fun. So let me get the other one that I have, which is the Com Shield. That's like an older version of this. So this is a base, I think. I'm quite confused by all the names. So where is it?
So in the meantime,
Yeah.
I finished the
Okay.
little adapter board
Yeah, switching.
and made a little 3D preview.
Yeah.
Just simple. So the top rows are the Soviet footprint. So for both, so you see
The smaller ones.
the smaller row of holes. That's and the wider is the Imperial system, and that's basically it. And on the other side, in copper engraved, Creative Commons license. And
Yeah.
done.
Cool.
One thing I could improve is get nice rounded corners, but it's at that point where nobody really cares anyway.
Yeah. Oh, this is the board that I have. So this is has 485 COM. So let me get this board and an M5 stack and see if we can make the M5 talk to the Raspberry Pi. Hold on.
And
Yeah.
I'll just keep talking while you do stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the person who requested it super keen is saying, hey, can I also get one, add an extra footprint for a smaller socket? Yes, you could, but you can also just design a separate board. These boards will be incredibly cheap. Let me see how big they are. Then we can figure out how much they would cost at JLC. So it's 52 millimeters by 20 millimeters. Let me open a nice and clean browser. JLC PCB. And let's try and get a quote. So 52 by, what did I say? 20.3, well, 20. So to get, let's say, 10 of these boards would set you back €4.22. If you want to get 100 boards, it would set you back €10. So if you find more friends who want to adapt Soviet footprints to your stuff, just get a bunch of them. But they're cheap, so it's easy. Easier to make a separate board for the other socket. And this is the kind of stuff that I really enjoy about this hobby, is that you can just hey, I have this thing and it needs to fit this other thing and it's not compatible, and then you get your PCB design software, or you get your Legos, or you get your 3D printer or your laser cutter, and just have at it. There's one of the first things I saw in the 3D printer revolution was people creating bits to connect Lego to K'NEX to whatever other child's toy system there was in the known universe, and it's so incredibly empowering to be able to hack stuff together and just make it happen. So yeah, no, this is a cute little board, and cheap enough to just have lying around your house. So in a super clean, you can order them yourself, or I can help you order them if you've never ordered a PCB before. We've done that several times on stream, so not gonna do that right now because I'll end up showing my address again and again and my credit card number again and again. So let's not do that and just do that off stream.
Okay. So I'm taking this board away since I do not need it anymore, and I found stuff. So this is the M5 stack, and you can remove the shields. So if you take it apart, where are you? Gently. So that looks like a thick battery. Okay, it has been here for a while, but so this is how the M5 stack fire looks like. This is a ESP32W Rover, and it has an SD card slot and one Grove connector on the side.
Oh, you can switch cameras.
Oh, sorry.
Again,
Yeah. Okay. So that's Deskcam. So that has micro SD slot, a Grove on the side, and the Grove is used for I2C serial or GPIO, USB-C, power button. There's also two extra ports that can be used for I2C or for GPIO or serial, and there's LEDs on the side, color screen, 3 buttons, and this is the communication shield. So you put it in the middle, and this features CAN-RS 485 and 2 other I2C buses. And what is this? UART on the side. So what you do is you stack those. So add this one to this one, and stack this one on top. And now I should be able, if I have a USB-C connector here, yeah, and I should be able to connect this. Boot it up. So it goes to UI flow. I do not know if it already has UI flow connections for it, so let's see if it has. So you click on the device itself, and there's like information here, more information, product document, and now I need to switch to another camera. So it's window view, so description, data, can, easy loader, faces, encoder, schematic. So what does this do? Faces encoder.ino, can receiver, can transmitter, M5 logo. Hello. So this is data, so it's an image of some kind. So this requires a faces shield. Factory test. Canbus liquid.rar. So you're able to connect something else. Lego modules as well. So that could be cool. Is one of these Lego then? I2C. CD5G. Yeah, it could be Lego. Then you're able to drive a Lego car using Canbus on M5 stack. but this was just one example. Are there any more? Easy loader. No, this is not much information. What?
The LED on the LoRa board changed again. It's purple now. You can't see it.
Okay.
It looks white, but it has gone purple.
Remotely set up?
Remotely set up, so I need to disable this before it turns sentient and takes over my home.
Yeah.
But yeah, the LoRa stuff works. So
Cool,
I didn't
cool.
destroy it.
Well done. So, now I need to go to documents, I think. Arduino. Do I already have an M5 stack here? Does this come with examples, modules? Oh, it's already in here. Okay. So I seem to have already installed it. So I can go to this one. File, open. No. File, example. And go to M5. Where are you? Incompatible M5 stack. Modules, COMU, COM, receiver transmitter. So I want to receive. That would be cool. So what does this do? This will read on 1000 kilobits. So can I set this? Let's first upload it. So I need to set. You see my screen, yeah. Tools, port. Which devices do I have connected? Only this one. So do not do the Decennium batch. Go to Arduino AVR boards, not in here. Boards manager. Is there like an M5 stack? M5. No, it is not. So it seems that I need to install that. I thought it was. Yeah. Oh, it's already here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm just looking at the chat. People are commenting that they're doing watching our stream and also a shitty housewife thingamajig with cringy stuff, or multitasking with other watching TV, tweeting, watching Twitch, chatting here, and chatting on Discord.
Yeah.
How do you keep up?
Yeah. Well done.
Also, someone is making really shitty lyrical puns on your easy loader thing. She's an easy loader.
Oh, I can hear this in my mind actually. She's an easy loader.
She'll boot your UART, but you won't feel it.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. On the subject of cringe, you've been to Hacker Hotel a few times, right, Yillis?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Have you participated in the pub quiz at Hacker Hotel?
No, I did not.
Oh, well, here's something cool for you. Boekenworm sent me a message today saying, hey, it looks like the country is going to shit again. Want to do a pub quiz on stream?
Oh yeah, sure.
So we're gonna.
Yeah, sure, yes.
So we are in the very early planning stages of doing one of our pub quizzes again.
Yeah.
This time with a live audience, but not live somewhere. So it's
so if we're going to do a pub quiz, I want to do like a bingo as well. So you get your own Python script where you can create your own card, and you have to submit the card to us, and then we do like a manual like a bingo thing where you can win like cool prizes. MCP Ken.
Sure.
Sure.
Sure. So yeah, we should totally do some form of game night with a bingo and maybe some other. There's those really cheesy. What do you call it? Fibbage. Have you played that online before? That's incredibly fun.
Fibbage. I know the Jackpot TV games.
Yeah, that Jackbox. Yeah.
Jackbox. Yeah.
Jackbox.tv. There's also a game in there called Fibbage, and it gives you a
question that you need to answer.
Question, and you need to lie about it and convince others that you are telling the correct answer.
Yeah.
Fibbage is incredibly fun.
Cool.
So yeah, we should totally do game night soon.
Yeah. What a good idea. And make it nerd like, right?
But Fibbage is fun nonetheless. But doing a bingo of sorts is cool. Doing a pub quiz, a nerdy pub quiz, while still being accessible, not being high level and security.
No.
I have no idea.
No, I have no idea at all. I just flake my way around it.
Yeah, we fake it till we make it.
Yeah. Oh, I need to install mcpken.lib.rar.
Oh, you're still installing libraries.
Yeah. Sure.
What's the port for Telnet? Are you doing your pub quiz now, Celestine? The port for Telnet is the one you set for it. Ha! I know that answer.
Yeah. 22, right?
21, according to Crazy.
So everyone
we had a ton of fun at Hacker Hotel with the pub quiz, causing massive uproars in the audience when we overruled the participants.
So where can
21 was email, right?
No, 21 is FTP, 23 is Telnet, and 22 is SSH. But sorry.
That's cool. Glad you know it.
Yeah.
I would not be able to know.
It's been there for too long.
I can remember this, or I can just type it into Google.
Yeah. Okay, test me. Do another port.
Oh, Celestine, come on. Give us something else. Oh, she.
80. Yeah. Okay. Download zip.
To each his own. What's the port for Gopher?
Gopher, yeah.
Does Gopher work over HTTP TCP/IP ports? I don't remember.
I started using Gopher and Veronica, which was the search engine for Gopher. At that time, it was still NCSA Mosaic that you used, and there were like
yes, I remember that time.
Gopher port.
The internet
70.
The internet with a 1,000 times slower connection than we currently use was just as fast as it is now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. Elm and other stuff. Yeah.
No cheating. Yes, we cheat.
No, I didn't know the answer. Yeah. Yeah. So I flaked already by the first question. So. So need to put this into another one. Come on.
So what I'm wondering is, I can probably get that Fibbage up and running right here live in OBS, but I need to add the audio source. So how do I do that?
Can I run this?
Audio uitvoeropname, that's what it's called. And it's the one play.
1, 2, 3. NTP on the top of my head. Then no. Is it?
Are we still doing stuff?
Time related, I think. 1, 2, 3. NTP. Okay, yeah. Cool.
Okay.
You got it up?
I am going to try something, but I'm not sure.
While I'm compiling stuff.
Well,
ICMP, that's like IP8, I think.
Okay, so what we're gonna test, if you get the audio, I'm gonna hit play here. Oh, error. Room not found. Yes, that's my point. I wanted to play. How does this work? Games. You need to buy this?
Yeah, you need to buy it.
Oh. Is there anyone already in the room who already
Yeah,
owns
that would be easier.
this thing? Else I'll just buy it. It's cheap enough anyway.
Yeah.
It's
It's
25 euros.
Oh, okay.
25 euros for having fun.
No, it has no port, but it's like on a different layer. But it's not one, right? It's
Sales prices. Oh, it's on Steam.
Protocol 1. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay, cool.
I thought I needed.
And yeah, you can do it either on Steam or you can do it standalone. It depends, and they have packages too. We had a birthday of Chrissy the other day, and we had like a night of fun. And it was like 3 o'clock when I went to bed playing those games. But yeah, it's like Cards Against Humanity, and you need a special audience and some rules on the stream. So doing this on a public stream will probably get me fired.
Yes. So the main thing I'm interested in is Fibbage, but that's in the first party pack. The other ones need a game for a big group. Grab yourself or a crowd and play a true or false with a timer, words, but we'll have a look at it later.
Yeah.
It's that's not something for tonight.
I'm uploading stuff.
Always a good idea.
Yeah. You can never upload enough.
So what does this all entail?
Contest AI or A. Receive first, then testing for sending function. Okay, sure. So, up. This is my Raspberry Pi. So, run my code. Where is it? Just behind my camera. Where are you? Not simulator. I don't care about it. So there was like an IP link set 500. So I'm sending data now. Then
we're still trying to get the car up and running, right?
Car
simulator.
No, not to the car simulator. Don't care about that. So what I'm now trying to do is I have the this one, the M5 stack, and this is running software to receive CON messages. So the Raspberry Pi is sending messages. So what I aim to do is, like, there's LEDs on the side. If I am able to craft a special Canbus message that is being able to read by the M5 stack, to turn on the LEDs on the device using Canbus messages that I send on the Raspberry Pi. So this is like creating my own CON protocol for instead of using serial, UART, I2C, whatever, I'm using CON to trigger something on the other end. And if this works, then this could be your evil, malicious toy that you could use to do other stuff.
Cool. Yeah. Nice.
But do you have? Okay. No, we aimed that for another time. So
yeah, let's. It's something I would like to prepare actually, and have done right.
Okay. So I noticed. Yeah.
I need to figure out stuff like, hey, how is this showing on screen and not show my user account or my password of Steam or anything that. I'm trying to learn to be careful.
Yeah. So what
streaming with just one monitor?
No, never stream with one monitor. Get another monitor so you have the choice to put something, so you can start something up, and if it's okay, then you can move it to the world screen. That's at least how I like to do it.
Yeah. What I did now for tonight. Is I set up a quarter of my screen to be shared, and that corner just has KiCat in it.
Yeah, smart. I
But,
bought a
if people
small.
are-
Yeah.
If people on the stream are willing to donate cash to get me a second screen,
I have
all-
a second screen for you.
nah, it's fine.
I have a Dell monitor. If you want it, you can have it.
Yeah, well,
It's full HD,
full HD. Oh,
but
that
it's
should be
not
enough.
HDMI. So it needs to be either VGA or yeah. There's a reason it's replaced.
Yeah. Nah, HD screens are cheap anyway these days.
Yeah, they're not that.
Let's see what a screen costs. I recently splurged on a new microphone, which is the one you're listening to right now. It's incredible. Oh man.
Oh. I'm
Also, yes, Celestine. For a screen, if it still has VGA, that's up to full HD. That's fine, actually. Full HD with a proper VGA cable has no problem at all.
I was wondering why I could not send the data from the Raspberry Pi to the M5 stack. Anyone has a suggestion why this does not work?
Yeah, well, your IP link setup thingy magic seems down, right?
Yeah, for some reason. So I'm only connecting it via USB-C. There's like this other cable that I need to wire to the board for having like the actual Canbus.
I was looking at your terminal.
Yeah, sorry. So I need to wire it actually. So let me see.
Oh, my microphone should be louder, Audio Nerd. Oh wow. Let me check on my end. It's. Oh wait, that's the bit in Zoom. Let me fix that. Let's see where that is.
This is high, and the wide is actually
audio settings.
low.
Oh, I can raise it. So here we go.
This
Too much?
For me, it is. Yeah.
Okay, I'll switch it back down. So better?
Yeah, it could be a little bit harder, but like you're blasting.
I'll do it like this. So the microphone I got was a Rode NT-USB. No, not anti, but NT. Rode NT.
It is working.
USB. It works just fine. That's too much, just a notch. So how is it now, Audio Nerd? He said nice. Okay. So, and the one thing I really enjoy about this thing is that it has a monitor output. So I'm now connected wired to my microphone, and I feed my audio back to my own headphones, so I can hear myself talk instead of shouting. Because that always happens when you can't hear yourself. You start shouting, and then you lose your voice within half a day. I've had a raspy throat most of the stay-at-home period with school, with all those video meetings with students. So, yeah.
I can barely, yeah, you can see it a little bit. So if I switch to my dashcam view, yeah, it's not that crisp, clear. So if I run this again,
Hey, it's doing stuff.
yeah, it's showing the Canbus data that I generate on the Raspberry Pi. So this actually works. So I have a working Canbus receiver, and it's also a transceiver, so it's able to transmit as well. So I'm quitting this one, and now I'm sending.
So then soon you'll be able to go like, "Hey Siri, deploy the airbags."
Yeah.
Also,
Eject passenger chair.
why the hell is my phone replying to the "Hey Siri"? I'll not say it out loud. Why the hell did that switch back on? That needs to be off.
It is an update.
That's the joke I constantly make with my students. If their phones are on the table, I just let me first fix it before I really work.
So everyone
Hey,
in the stream.
it's off. Why is it
Hey
so-
Siri, what's my address? Yeah.
Yeah, so I just
Oh,
shout,
oh, 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 mine is on as well.
hey Siri, order me a pizza.
Mine is on as well. Yeah. Oh
Hey
my
Siri.
God.
Oh, it's off now. Yeah, it's powers up.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Hey
same.
Siri, can you rap?
If you're a Halloween nerd, I have just the rap for you. Hey, mad witches want to hear me slay. Hey, referees hate to see me play. Hey, got my mask on right on my face. Hey, trick-or-treaters. Spooking around, scaring around, flouncing. Candy in bags in your hands and your mouth and ghouling around, ghosting around, bouncing.
Wow, they made a new
Yeah. It
rap
used to
for the
be,
rap function.
Yeah.
It used to be quite boring.
It
But,
used to be quite boring, indeed.
but
Yeah.
why is Hey Siri? Why is it on? That's weird.
So can I reboot this?
Let's see if it still wakes up. Hey Siri. It's still waking up. I hate phones.
5A. So I can make it any number that I want. So 042. Yeah, works. So it reads 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 digits. Okay. So I'm able to. Can you do a congen and add a VV to the end? Yeah, sure.
That's in another. Oh, that's in the YouTube. In the YouTube chat.
Yeah, in the YouTube chat. Yeah.
Ah, okay. So there's
Yeah.
20 people on Twitch. And there's
25
another
in total.
25 in total.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Hey Ian, cool that you could make it for tonight. We managed to get the M5 stack up and running to the CAN head on the Raspberry Pi. So that's like this red device. So and it's reading the CAN signal. So what I intend to use to do is create a piece of code that will do something on the M5 stack when I send a CAN message. So yeah, let's see if I can make that work. So this is...
Oh, there's another spot for Hey Siri.
Yeah?
And that was on. So there's 2 locations where you need to disable Hey Siri.
Okay.
Apple.
So what I need to do is M5 stack, and this is the fire, and the fire has a pixel test, I think. So will this work? Is this like the NeoPixel? Yeah. So if I can combine this. Oh, I need the Adafruit library installed. Where's my screen? Adafruit.
It would be something if we actually prepared this show, but what would be the fun in that?
Yeah, it's like this is total YOLO. NeoPixel install. Now you see what you have to do to make this work, and not like a slick thing where I boost my ego.
Yes, and it would also cut our time in
Yeah,
half.
yeah. You would like have a slick 15 minutes stream instead of a 4-hour stream.
Here's something I prepared earlier. And then
Yeah.
they pull out this amazing cake from the oven.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, you didn't prepare this earlier.
You just bought it.
Your staff did that for you.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
So-
will it blend?
Will it blend? Yes, indeed. So, I got a notification that my Oculus Quest, the new one, is almost on the way.
Oh, you ordered it
Yes,
just before the notification from Facebook.
No, I knew that.
Yeah.
I over my principles, and I'll make a minimalist, isolated Facebook account.
Yeah.
Because I
You activated Bertrick.
yes, I really love VR games, and I really am now enjoying Star Wars Squadrons on.
Ooh,
on
sexy!
Steam.
Oh, sorry.
That's actually sexy. What?
It's like rainbows,
Oh,
but the
oh, yeah, I dig it.
yeah.
So there's several NeoPixels in there.
Yeah, there's 10. So 5 on the left side and 5 on the right side.
That's a good design.
Yeah.
I approve.
So what I did for the Lock-On convention is I made it like street glow red or green on a correct or failed try, and it was like whoa red, whoa green. So for the dramatic effect.
Yeah,
What
cool.
CAN controller is the M5, so should be in here. So. I already had it on screen somewhere. No, that's not it. Oh, sorry. MCP 2515 and a TGA 1051 T3. Does that answer your question, Ian? Oh, can I zoom in? Barely. Yeah. Yeah, true. Okay, so I'm now going to combine those two sketches. So I have one sketch that is reading stuff, and the other one, what I need to do is add some initialization to one part, so adding the NeoPixel here. There's a number of LED and a data pin over here. I need to initialize a variable or the data struct. It's over here. I need to initialize the pixels in my setup somewhere. Loop, where are you? Setup over here. Probably better to do that under the M5 begin. And now I should be able to do a pixel set. So this is the pixel set, and there's only random stuff. So there was a byte read. So if I take this one, then I can do a pixel number, which is the I for the one, and I think there's not 8 things in a Canbus data struct. And the RGB, how do I do this? It's only 1 byte, so how should I split up the byte into RGB? I have no clue. Or
You mean split up a byte in RGB?
I only have 1 byte and I need 3 bytes. So
Oh. Well, just do a just set it to 1 channel. So just the red channel or the blue channel or the green channel. That's the
So-
layman's approach.
So you have like a on and off.
Yeah, or just a range. I don't know what kind of bytes you're sending, but if you're sending low bytes and high bytes, you can.
Yeah, we could do that. So I'm only using the red then. Make left one message, right another. Yeah, I could do that as well.
So many options and
So
possibilities.
so many options and possibilities.
We should just give Twitch remote desktop access to your computer and have them
Absolutely.
write the code. Yes.
Absolutely.
Let's not ever.
but we gradually build up there, like sharing my Wi-Fi password, sharing my API key, having people program my devices here. Like
Yep.
I'm like for an open culture, just trust everyone. So okay, this might do the trick. So let's upload this. So byte red, by green, by blue, by brightness. Yeah, I could do that as well.
Twitch writes code sounds cool. No, it does not. Because have you ever seen stuff like Twitch plays Pokemon and that sort of stuff? It does not work at all.
I hope it resets.
I think there was a Twitch installs Arc or Arch or whatever you call it.
Okay.
The Linux.
Twitch escapes VI.
Aw, that's just mean.
Installs Arch. Yeah.
They got them through all Pokemon games. Oh wow, there was actually a sense of purpose in there. They actually didn't just troll. Oh, there was
Oh, speedrun.
no, with the Twitch plays Pokemon. So they just hooked up some. I think it was a voting system where so the majority vote for the button
Ah, okay, yeah.
won. But yeah, it's interesting to do crowdsourced fun and games. We actually did I ever tell you the story about how one wall at RevSpace got decorated?
No.
The current RevSpace 3, there is one wall with a pattern of different types of wallpaper on it. And the way I had when we were putting up wallpaper, there were like 3 or 4 color different rolls of wallpaper to put on that wall, all following the same rough pattern. And I just went on IRC and I was like, without any explanation, just saying, "Hey, give me a number between 0 and 5 or something like that."
Yeah.
And I just used the people there as a random number generator. Which quickly escalated into someone going beyond the range I asked.
-1, yeah. Or -1.
Yeah, so I looped around and then I flipped the roll of wallpaper around to do the pattern the other way.
Yeah.
So that's how the stripy wall on the right hand side by the soldering table came into existence. It was just entirely randomized by the crowd online.
Cool.
So that's it wasn't Twitch does wallpaper, but it came pretty close.
Okay.
Fish found a game-breaking bug in Pokemon R/S Ruby and Sapphire. Tell me more, Celestine. This sounds interesting. How does a fish play Pokemon? Oh. With a laser. This piques my curiosity.
Laser.
Oh, they made a little top-down grid with a camera and or something like that, and then if the fish swam in a certain part of the grid, a button would be mashed. Oh, nice.
Cool. That's an amazing way to fuzz stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I lost my logos on the screen for some reason. So I am trying to send a message to the device using this one. So is there's like a LED on here? No, there is not. So can I also do FF? Don't know. Yeah, seems to work. 5.5. 5.5. FF.
It's, I'm listening to the audio on Zoom and the video on Twitch, which really desynchronizes the clickety of your keyboard, which is somewhat disconcerting.
Yeah.
Oh
So
dear.
I broke stuff.
Good. Well done.
Con receiver. So what did I do wrong? Data. Pixel set pixel. Oh, this is stupid. Okay. This states that there's a pixel, but just like with the campzone badge, after you set a pixel, you need to activate it, like frame buffer stuff. So there is a where's the pixel thing here? NeoPixel. That's not the NeoPixel. Oh, NeoPixel over here. So you need to do a pixel show.
Oh yeah, yeah, probably you do.
Yeah. So I could either do that. Yeah, let's do it in the loop. YOLO. Never do that. Okay, do it again. I could as well connect to the serial port to see if I got any messages. Since it is still odd that I do not have a screen. Okay, the software is uploaded to the device. Now I need to connect to Putty over here and send a message. Nothing is on, so let's connect to the serial port to see if there's any debugging on what is going on, serial monitor. So it's probably not 9600, but like 115, I think. Reset. M5 initializing. What is the baud rate that I set in the program itself? 9600, so I need to switch back. Over here. So 9600. Reset. Do I have any data at all? 2600 hertz, that is. So I have no data whatsoever from the program. So there's a serial begin and there's also a serial to begin. Is it using serial 2 for Canbus then?
Serial 2 looks like your Canbus because that's on pin 16 and 17.
Ah, clear. So it's printing stuff. So let's at the start show that it is doing something.
Yeah, after serial begins, just print something like
Yeah.
println hi, or that is also fine.
KHLO.
Yeah, that doesn't really matter. Anything really. But hello is good.
The top of the loop say if button pressed.
Oh, so now we know at least that it boots to the setup.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the wires are still connected. But I probably messed something up. So let's see what I did mess up. So this is the serial port still. Okay. Nothing here, so let's add the pixels a little bit lower. So do the pixels after the init com, because that's what I add, so maybe that's what is causing it. The button A is to clear it again. So if it there's no scrolling in the code, so you need to clear it if it fills up the screen. And I'm watching to the other side since there's my extra monitor. So.
Info stack initializing. Oh, it was still flashing. Yeah, okay. Resets. It doesn't really do anything, does it?
No, this is like the one. Yeah, I could set my serial to 115200 for to prevent it from messing it up, since it has two baud rates. It has like the initial one. Okay.
It switches baud rates later?
Yeah, it switches. Yeah, like the initialization phase is one. I've seen it in commercial devices as well.
Wow.
Like the chipset itself has a certain debug mode, and then the software itself has a different one.
That's
security by obscurity.
Yeah, because
really now. Oh well. In the meantime, that's compiling. Okay. So while you're uploading, I'll quickly show something.
Yeah, then I'll switch.
I just got in from China.
Oh, cool.
Well, I didn't receive them, but they're still in China. But this is a photo I received.
Yeah.
By the company that does this for me, Allnet. So the Snuffler project, the air quality sensor I'm working on, escalated a bit. So I was able to get some nice stuff for it as well. We had some art. I had some art drawn up by Nicolette, who also does the badges for the badge team stuff, and she's an amazing artist and extremely versatile. So we designed something like a vintage themed biology engraving to have the front to have the front panel look like that. So it really looks like something like one of those turn of the century biology books.
Yeah, and I like the tile effect as well.
Yeah, the edges, you mean?
Yeah, the edges. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try and zoom in a bit. Let's see if that works. So I just said, "Hey, can we do some Art Deco borders?" And she hand drew these things. So if you look at them up close, you'll notice that they won't be perfectly symmetrical, perfectly
as it
aligned, as it should be. So yeah, that's the company is now hard at work securing all the parts. I mean, getting for a few thousand euros worth of CO2 sensors and particle sensors and other stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, will be fun
Cool.
to assemble these kits. And this is just to show you that you don't need to be a big corporation to make a nice little product.
Yeah.
You can just
True that.
have fun, design something, throw it into a PCB to be a front panel.
Yeah.
This is a completely non-functional. Well, it's functional in terms of being nice, aesthetically pleasing, but you don't need this for the circuit. So this is just a board to be an art front panel. But you can also make a functional front panel. Just put LEDs behind it, have it illuminated, or have some holes in it for buttons or switches. And then you don't need expensive or complicated tools to make your front panel for your case. So this is it's a nice little trick people use to finish off their product. Just use PCB. It's precise. It's cheap, and you can just make this happen yourself. So you're probably already done with what you were doing.
I found it.
Cool.
Let me show you. So what was happening here, and Zawadi's telling me I need to go and pick up my challenge coin. We already talked about it. I am combining some trips, so I'm going to obtain some new crates of Mate and some circuit boards and the coin as well. So if I look at the serial port, the soft serial it was, I think, it is set on pin 16 and 15, and there's a CAN in it. So the interrupt pin for the Canbus is set to pin 15. And if you look at the NeoPixel, it's also using 15 as the data pin. So both the so running the Canbus works, running the LEDs work, but running them at the same time will not. So there's a solution for that, but I need to go next door again. So hold on.
So what are we getting? Oh, well, I'll just keep on talking. So Celestine is working on the BitLayer coin, but you can't. So why can't you work on the BitLayer coin? BitLayer deserves a coin, right? Every hackerspace deserves a coin in various forms of a coin. Hack42 had a proper challenge coin cut from metal, and RevSpace did a challenge coin out of PCB material. Let's see, I have one lying around. Oh, here it is.
So I'm back again. Oh yeah, that's the challenge coin.
We were discussing challenge coins. Oh, the mood. Your mood was trash, Celestine. Oh yeah. Well, if you're doing artsy projects, you can probably lift your mood, but that's up to you. Just be safe. That's the main thing. It's Mental Health Awareness Day, I think, and I wish everybody a happy mood.
M5 stack.
M5 stack. Fire pin out. Maybe it's on the back. No, it is not. So I need to know the pins from the side.
Oh, you can move stuff around or something?
Yeah, there's a multiple pin out, so I cannot move stuff around, but I have this string of RGB LEDs.
Oh,
so
you're just going to connect some more LEDs on the side. Oh, cool.
Always have more LEDs. That's
yeah. Always have more LEDs. Did you see the LED dress back at Hacker Hotel?
Yeah, Noor.
Yeah. She's now doing I think she's now ordered a new set of LEDs for an LED mini skirt.
Oh, cool. Yeah, love it. Maybe I should go to the M5 stack instead of going to Google. They have like elaborate
Yeah, want me to look something up for you?
Yeah, I need to know the pins for the one-wire pin for either port A, B, or C.
Oh, which pins are on there, you mean?
Yeah, there's. Which one do I need? The yellow one. So what's the yellow one? Yeah, if you can tell me any of the pins, then.
Yeah, I'm trying, but M5 is not really Googleable.
M5tech.com.
Oh, pinout map. It's on their own website.
Yeah. I was imagining that.
Grove B, Grove C. So which one is it?
A, B, or C.
A, B, or C. So the B one has GPIO 36 and 26 on it.
And which one is the one next to the VCC?
So it's that's 26.
26. Okay. So I'm setting this one to data pin 26, and it's now. And this is which one? The A, B, or C?
That's the B bus.
The B, and the B is underneath. Okay, so connected. So let's.
Which is 26 is fine. Yeah.
Okay.
They're. I'm interested to. They made one. I think they made a design flaw on the B bus.
Okay.
Because the other GPIO they use is the 36 pin, and I
Yeah.
think 36 is input only, not input output.
Yeah, that's correct. There's an input and an input output.
Ah.
That's by design. That is for all the.
Okay. Cool. Hey, Yillis, I'll be right back. I need
Yeah.
to visit the bathroom.
Yeah. Okay. Still no data here. Let's see if I can get this one. Send a message. No, this is not doing anything. So pin 26 on 10. The ADA. This one is still here. I'm busy, Theo, as in I'm currently connecting a Raspberry Pi to a M5 stack over Canbus, and I want to send a CAN message to from the Raspberry Pi to the M5 stack to lit these LED strings that are over here. So what I could do is take the other piece of code to see if I can at least turn on the NeoPixels. So that's this one. Pin 26. And I don't know how many there are in this one. Let's see. Start with 30, I think. Run this piece of code. No, I should not need to stop and start again on the Pi, but the reason that I'm doing that is for switching to different speeds. So this is actually working. So this 30 and this is probably 60. So let's do 59 or 58. Then there's two that should not run. Okay.
So what's new?
We have a LED that is working.
Oh, that's good.
So that's good. But if I combine these in the same program, it does not work yet. So there is something that is... So I use 30 pixels, and that's I think half of the string. So I'm using more now to see how many...
did we check that the pin is actually available and not used by another wire of the Canbus thingy?
No, I did not. But that is an awesome idea. Let me see. We could look at the date sheet. Or can you
Sure.
look at the date sheet while I...
Sure. What was that module
com module. COMU, I think.
COMU?
COMMU, like communication.
Let's try.
Receiver. But I should be able to see here stuff already. So, no, that's a different one. So that's NeoPixel Con Read Demo, this one. So this one has like pin 15, pin 12, pin 16, pin 17.
Product documents. Let's have a look.
Okay. So this is...
So which pin did we use for the LED?
26. Yeah.
Should be good. The Canvas
Okay.
is on 12, 15, 18, 19 and 23.
Okay.
And the I2C is on 21, 22. So 26 should be available. Oh, 26 is on a DA converter, a duck.
Okay.
That shouldn't be a problem for this. No idea.
I see something in the chat.
No, that's mainly people talking about, or
Okay.
maybe the YouTube chat. Why is there a serial 2? MCP can uses SPI. Oh, it could be that you're using a sketch for a different device. Right? Yes?
But if I run the sketch without the LEDs installed, it works.
Oh, okay. So we messed something up.
Yeah.
And
So
where
initially-
does it break?
So
Does it break before the loop?
let me just revert it to an unmodified one.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's unmodified. Run.
What did we spend our live stream on? Compiling and uploading.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like the XKCD comic where they are sword fighting on office chairs. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Compiling. Please go on. Yeah.
Compiling. Linking everything together. Compiling done? No. Uploading.
Uploading.
Oh, there it goes. There she blows.
Yeah, and I have a message, and now it states. Yeah, you can barely see it. No.
Oh, it's already done uploading. Yeah, the Twitch is several seconds behind. so-
Okay. So this shows. So if I now run my Raspberry code, then you see like, oh, it's actually not doing anything. Okay, and if
Is the
I-
Canvas thingy still connected?
the Canbus is still connected. So I'm resetting it. Uh, 500. Oh, yeah. That's right. This is not working. I need to make a small change, as these are set to 1 megabyte instead of 500 kilobyte bits per second. Yeah, thanks, Ian.
Oh,
So there's 2 lines that indicate a 1000. Should probably have searched for it instead of scrolling to the entire sketch. Find 1000. Oh, there's only 1. Okay. So if I now upload it again. So it's about this part. And since I'm using this one also on 500,000, they should match. So let's first try and see if I can show the con bytes on the screen, and if that works, insert the let string to see if then it still works. So then it's not hardware related. So I already have one. So it seems to be caching stuff. So this is another one, another one, another one, and another one. So now the screen is probably full. So now I need to press A, and then it clears the screen. Yeah, that's how it works. Cool. So this works. So now I'm inserting this one in B. And to be sure that this works, I'm resetting it. And now I'm sending the data, and it still works. So it's not hardware related.
That's good.
That's good. There's a couple of things that I need. So let's quit this one. And there should be a pixel test. It's this one. So what I need is I need the NeoPixel. So this is just a library. This should not mess things up. So this is the definition of the pins, the data pin and the number of LEDs. So the number of LEDs is
that should also be
60, and this should be set to 26, right? For the data pin.
yeah, probably.
Okay. Then I need to initialize the NeoPixel, and this has the number of lights, data pin, a color scheme, and a frequency. So this is where it can go wrong. So let's compile with just these few adjustments.
Mm-hmm.
See if I still get the M5 Stack logo screen. And we're already on 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Yes. The one thing I didn't check is maybe that M5 also has its display on a GPIO. That's problematic.
Oh, that could be, yeah.
No, we were using 26, right?
Yeah, correct.
So the LCD is okay. That's 23, 19, 18, 14, 27, 33 and 32. So that should be good.
Okay.
The power management's also on another pin. No, that should be good.
Okay. So this is just minimal adjustments. Or including the library. No, on a W Rover there should be more than enough memory.
Yeah, this is not a memory problem.
No.
Even with the relatively poor Adafruit library, you should be fine.
Okay. So I get a black screen now, but it's compiling
And uploading.
and resetting, and I have a white screen. So this still works. Let's still send a message, and I have data. So this works. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm adding the initialization of the pixel library. So this needs to go somewhere here. So what I did is previously I put it after the M5 begin. So what I do now is I put it in front of the M5 begin and compile it again.
Yeah, shouldn't be much of a problem.
Yeah, I don't know what's in the M5 begin, and I need to dissect the library.
That's probably an initialization for the LCD
Yeah, I
and
expect so.
other assorted bits.
Yeah, audio.
Because later on there's m5.lcd.push image and lcd.set text color, that sort of stuff.
Okay. Baby steps at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a screen again.
Cool.
So it's still working. So what I'm now doing is I'm adding the entire code to the loop.
Cool.
Loop if button. Oh, I create a new if statement.
What do you want
So,
to add?
Everything will still work as is. But if I press the button B, it will do the.
Wait. Let me have a look at your code. Give me a second. Let me have a look for just a second. So, don't scroll. Let's see what happens. Oh, this is just a random pixel function, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well, that should be.
So
fine.
adding the random pixel function based upon a button press of button B. So
Okay.
there's already button A. So if I do nothing, the code will not be executed, and if I press the button, it should.
And then button A is for the can test, and button B is for your.
Yeah, the A is for not for the can test, but for the clear screen, and the other one is for doing the.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
I did not copy the 100 milliseconds delay, so.
That's just a debounce. That doesn't really matter.
Yeah. For the special disco effects. Okay, this works.
It's nice to hear you say it works, and then it takes a few seconds for my Twitch to.
You will see it on this one.
Yeah. That's fine.
So as long as I press the B button, it will do the 10. So this works as well. So should be able to do this. Okay, so what I now do is this code, so button B, this can go away. There's a static pixel number. Yeah, I don't care about that. So let's put this out. So the pixel number starts with a 0. And the random 1 to 0, but this is a shift left.
No, you mean the static inline?
No, this one. So
my audio is delayed from your video.
oh,
so,
sorry. There's a int RGB that's being set to a random value from 0 to 7.
Yeah, so they shift. They do powers of 2 increments. So
yeah,
they just push a 1 to a certain bit of the byte.
yeah.
Okay, that's a nice trick.
Yeah. And then the set pixel will be initiated. So if I remove this and create pixel number 0, or do a for int I equals 0.
Well, for now, just do the one LED, right?
Okay, so
Just save yourself some time.
yeah, 0, and it needs to be a color, and these colors RGB. Does it sound legit, like 25500?
Yeah, it'll just set that one pixel always to red
Yeah. Okay.
every time in the loop. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but there's no loop anymore. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Every time in the loop. Yeah. Correct.
So, yeah, this will work.
Okay. So let's do that.
Something errored.
Yeah, that's correct, because I moved
we-
to the start of the loop, but not the end. Thank you, Ian. You didn't remove the closing curly bracket, yeah. I should look at your messages instead of my error log. You're way in front of me. Okay. Now I have some annoying blinking LEDs, and that's probably because it's doing the update too fast, but this is working.
Cool.
So now, instead of doing this, I can remove all this stuff. And what I need is just these 2 lines of code. And create an if statement here. So there was a loop here somewhere, this one. So
To go through the message, you mean?
to go to the message. So if
Oh no, can't you just insert it into that byte? 4 bytes I equals 0. That increments through it.
yeah, but this is only like the 8 characters that are in the Canbus message.
Oh.
So
Yeah, sure.
what I could do is take the first 3 bytes. So if this is the code.
So our plan was to get the message to show on the LED, right?
Yeah, so if I create a piece of code, so less than 30, so these are my my pixels, and these pixels will be set. So I need to do this one outside the loop. So all the pixels of the entire string will be set to the Rx buffer, and Rx buffer 0, 1,
So the first.
and 2. The first 3 will indicate the entire string's color.
Okay, that will cause something us normal humans refer to as epilepsy, or hackers refer to as eye cancer. But let's see what happens.
We can start with a gentle 777 instead of.
No, let's just see what happens. It'll also be pretty ugly probably, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, this should just work.
Yeah, and at least the pixel show is at the end of the. Oh, there's another one. 4 byte, 4 byte. Oh no, it's in the else loop. Okay.
That will happen for every message ID. Good. Lots of blinking stuff.
Now this entire screen is black, so now it does not work anymore. So addressing, blinking lights. So
it's crashing on something.
Yeah, so it's crashing on the.
Can you pull up your serial terminal?
Yeah, sure. And it's probably because I'm referencing to the RX ones. So the RX ones
which are empty, probably at that point in time.
Are they?
Now, well, the thing is, are we referencing the right way with the square? Yeah, that should work. How big is that buffer? Could it be that you're just going outside of the buffer area?
No, because I'm using 0, 1, and 2. So RX buff, where is
and
it?
Is RX buff an 8-bit thingamajig? It's an unsigned char, so that's 8-bit.
Where do you see it?
No, I saw it back up where there was a reference to find the RX buffer. But yeah,
what I could do is like convert them first, like create.
No, that should just work. A char is basically a char or char or whatever. I call it char because I'm Dutch and I have this horrendous guttural throat sound. That's just an 8-bit thing, so.
So what we could do is like.
Can you comment out the pixel line, and see if it then runs again? Yeah, so the pixels.setPixel color, just comment it out. Leave everything else standing, not the pixel show, the other one, the set pixel color one.
Okay.
Because I think the problem lies there. So just comment that line out.
Will this work?
And see
having a loop without any content?
Yeah, shouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
It'll just be bored for half a millisecond. So if this doesn't cause a crash, we can move things around a bit.
Yeah, I thought removing the RX buff with static values.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's the next trick we can try. If this will now cause a working M5 stack. Compiling. Also, we've been going at this for about 3.5 hours. I'm starting to fall asleep.
I myself will not be able to sleep before I get this finished. But
that's entirely fine. Entirely fine. At some point, I'll just hang up the Zoom call.
Oh, yeah. Black screen. So this is not
black screen. So we fucked something up.
Yeah. Defining 2 bytes.
No, so the problem is not the. So let's comment out the pixel.show.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, that shouldn't be the I. No, the I is not a problem. So let's try name hem clubmate. Nee, clubmate is vies. The only clubmate the only mate I enjoyed was the Mio Mio Ginger. But due to both the amount of sugar, 3 reasons I should not drink that stuff. The amount of sugar in there, the amount of ginger in there, and then the mate with the boost that it gives. It made me even more hyperactive than I normally am. So no, I'm not doing mate ever again. That's not good for my mental health.
Yeah,
Maybe-
that fixed it. So it's not. Ian said, "Well, you should change the I to J," and I totally agree. We should
Oh
change.
yeah. We probably
No,
broke
no,
some
no.
loop somewhere.
Broke some loop. No,
Yeah,
it's
well, if you
locally.
do no, okay, yeah. Well,
This is just
but
one
so
loop.
now it boots. Okay, so now we
But
can't put back the pixels.
but it already did boot before I changed it to J. So the pixel just
Hmm.
show. So if I add this one again to
Yeah, that's
exclude that it's one of both.
yeah. You didn't change it to J, did
No,
you?
no, I did not. I do now. So now I both changed it to J, which is more appropriate, and I enabled the set pixel color.
The set pixel color is still running I.
Ah, as it already showed. I changed the line to it. Thanks, Ian. I need you.
Oh dear, oh dear. How to blink LEDs in a horrendously convoluted way, featuring Gillis and Sebastius.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness me. So, let's see what this baby can do.
And otherwise, we need to put the pixel show underneath if this will work. And will
No.
it? No, it does not.
It doesn't?
No.
So
what happens here is.
so now change the RX buff thingies to static values.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe we messed something up over there.
Yeah.
That's about the only thing I can think of that could cause this problem.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we could
Or
like.
just add the 0 buffer and then maybe the 1 buffer, but so we can figure out where it went wrong. Thoughts and prayers for your code. Let's not make Donald Trump references ever again in our lives.
At least my green screen is working.
We are doing better than that. So, I wish that Extensa compiler was faster. There she goes.
It does change the screen somewhat, but not shows the logo. So this does not work either.
So let's. Oh, can you set J to the for loop J to run up to 5 or something, not 60?
Yeah, sure.
So J equals 0 and J is smaller than 5.
Yeah, it is now.
I think. Oh, did you compile it and ship it? The thing I'm thinking, and Ian is on the same trail. If you go up, you probably didn't define 60 LEDs, and then you're running
I did 60.
You did? Oh, huh. Then I'm not sure why this is still not working. You still need to change the max LEDs. No, we did that. We did that.
Number of LEDs 60.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter on that end. So now we have a buffer for 60.
Yeah, and now it works.
God. It's probably that we need to loop up to 59, not to 60 or something.
60 LEDs will use a lot of memory.
Nah, come on, it's an ESP32. Come on. We can miss 180 bytes worth of LED.
Let me I send a message to the Canbus to see if I can trigger it somehow. Yeah. This does not look like a red.
What color is it?
Yellow.
Who cares? That's probably...
1,
No,
2,
I'm not
3,
sure.
4, 5.
Well. So now we add in the message receipt.
Yeah, try 59. Yeah, I think that's it. Like offset.
Yeah, but first just do the RX buffer in there.
Yeah.
That's more interesting anyway.
Yeah, that's right. So where is it? RX buff.
No.
This one.
Oh, you're aiming to copy paste.
Yeah.
What are you looking for? That is.
Okay. And now I can say instead of 10, make it 20. Or 5.
Before you start compiling, there's still a 0 in the second RX buff.
Ah, yeah. Well done. Oh, I bought myself one of these for like my ancient Raspberry Pis to convert like SD into micro SD and not breaking them off the board, so they will fit perfectly underneath.
Yeah. So we crashed on an unable to find literal operator RX buff. So there is a typo somewhere. Or maybe you just fixed it, but the compiler was already past that. Just try hit compile again, I suppose.
Yeah, it could be the 0 thingy.
Yeah, might be.
RX buff. And if this works, we can conclude the stream. With a good feeling. And there's still 20 people on the stream right now. That's like the most ever. So well done, everyone.
Wow.
You could be proud of yourself.
Yeah, you've been following us along, doing mainly wasting time compiling.
Yeah. What have you done for the weekend? I watched some guys compile a piece of code and it did not work well.
It did not end well.
No, that does not compile. So I'm switching back to the 5.
It does not compile?
It does compile, but does not work.
Oh, you sneakily also updated the number again.
Not do multiple changes at the same time.
Well, you can. It just means you have to do multiple undos at the time as well.
It's on the main screen in Tucker Lab, so we watch with 4 persons.
Oh, well.
So you're like manipulating my statistics.
And
well done, Dave.
Celestine is hungry and not getting a snack. You should get a snack. You deserve a snack.
You deserve a snack. You definitely deserve a snack.
Come on.
Sitting this through makes you deserve a snack.
Yeah.
No, does not work.
What the hell? Why are you not working?
Reset.
Let me see. Where do we...
The RX buff. So what I can do is byte red equals RX buff 0.
What you can do is just add a serial print for RX buff 0 so we can see if it actually...
Oh yeah. Yeah, you could do that.
Because you're moving stuff around now, but it shouldn't do... That doesn't change anything.
Yeah, maybe typecasting.
Oh, and just do the one color. Just leave the other two out.
Okay.
Just give those 2 zeros.
Okay, yeah.
Just make our lives easier.
Yeah.
You're not getting a snack for 18... Oh, for 18 more... Oh, no, that was... I'm mixing up 2 comments. Why Twitch? Why can't I lol for more than once in 30 seconds? Yes,
Uh,
it does check that. Also, you can just hook up your IRC client. Oh, my students do that. Crazy. Student is commenting, oh, it's either 20 diehards or half the viewers have fallen asleep with their face on the keyboard with the square pattern embossed right now. So I've several times caught my students on call with having their microphone off and their camera off. And then at the point where I say, hey, so thank you very much. You can leave the class now. And half a day later, they're still in the class or the call.
Ouch.
Yes, I'm making a note.
Yeah, I was on this ARM developers summit, and there was like no interaction with the audience. So no questions being asked, no amount of viewers. So it's like talking to an empty classroom.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it's the one thing I encourage my students, but they hardly do that anyway. To hey, switch on your camera, switch on your microphone, ask me questions,
yeah.
pretend that I am a living human being in need of human interaction. But it's students; they like their privacy. But at least we get plenty of audio communication with the students. That's pretty nice. They just don't like showing their face on a video
No,
for some reason.
does not work. So I'm removing the pixels so that I'm able to print it at least. And I'm adding the serial to 115200, so I will be able to read it as well. So tools, no, should I? No. This seemed like such a simple ID that could be like 3 lines of code.
It was 3 lines of code, but then it didn't work.
Okay, now it works. And I see a test can, and I'm sending a message.
So
And this was, yeah.
Yeah. So now continue your sentence. I can wait.
So this works and sends the data, but I do not see the color that I intend to send. So there's a serial print color and red, and I don't see that on the screen. Oh yeah, I see it. 255. So it is actually working. So here it is.
Hey. So that bit is working. So why can't it?
So is there another position where I can run this code?
Let's just do instead of J, just do pixel 1 or something, just to prevent another off by 1 error. And Celestine, thank you. I'm now also hungry.
Sorry?
So instead of the pixel.set pixel color,
Yeah.
instead of pushing to J, just push to position 1 or 6 or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
So just and then re-enable that line and re-enable the pixel.show, because that's not the problem. Yeah, just hit Ctrl T after you've moved stuff around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Bertrick is trying to push stuff to the LoRa board. I think the battery is dead, Bertrick. I'll hook it up to some power. Give me a second. It's micro USB anyway, and I have that right here. That's okay. So that's powering up. I'll move the camera as well for it. Oh, that also died. Why did the camera die?
So I have a black screen now. It's uploading. Hard resetting. Nope.
So that's all prepped. So Bertrick can do his thingamajig again. Let's see if I can get the camera back up. Hey, that's also not connecting. Why is she not
Kees, is
working?
that like an abbreviation for keep it simple, stupid? Or is it like a brand name?
Someone trying to tell you to take it easy?
No, it's a reference to another LoRa board.
Oh, the LoRa board.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So,
can't seem to get the camera back up.
oh, or not.
What doesn't it work anymore?
No, it doesn't work anymore. As soon as I enable the pixel line in these lines
Yeah.
of code.
Yeah, I think this is something we need to have a look at somewhere during the week.
Yeah.
Because I'm out of ideas and
Yeah. 3 hours 48 minutes, I think.
Yeah. I'm
Or switch to fastlet or do something else or print something on the screen.
it's something
I could do that.
It's something incredibly stupid that we're missing here.
Let's stop this. The final thing. So let's stop this. And instead of doing this, refresh the screen with a different background color.
That should work.
That should work, right? Can receiver. Where's the? There was a clear screen here somewhere.
Okay.
Pin mode. Set push image. Can you look at the way to do that in M5 LCD? You
Right.
should be able to make a square somehow.
Should there's dot set text size? No.
Oh, they're importing large graphic files, so it could be memory related.
Yes, but the ESP has so much RAM on
Yeah.
it also it compiles. That means it can allocate enough memory for it anyway. So I should look up the M5 Arduino reference. Read the documentation. Then I end up in a GitHub repository. That's not documentation, my friends.
M5 LCD fill screen? Could that be?
I don't know. I've not yet had a look at it, but there is an API reference. Which I'm visiting. Oh, 404, not found. Lovely. Let's try another button. Live on stream, people.
Yeah.
Well done. LCD. So, yeah. Oh, that's colors. So, Let's see how this works. Brightness, progress bar, QR code draw bitmap, draw DVT files, draw JPEG. Fill screen. Yeah, so it's m5.lcd.fill screen and then
A
red
color
or
to 65,000. So how can I make something into 65,000? Is there a way to turn?
no, just type in the word TFT underscore green or underscore red.
Yeah, I can use the value, right?
You can, but you can just type in. Oh, you want to? Oh, you want
To make it dynamic.
Yes, you need to make.
I
Well, you can just push your value to it, and even if it,
Yeah.
yeah, that should just work.
Okay.
It'll probably be ugly, but it'll work.
Okay.
Hopefully. BT parts line number 14. Celestine, was that an old comment? Or
Yeah,
is
I
it
think
still,
so.
Okay.
The print far red. It's,
Hmm.
yeah, it's a 2 byte, so you could add the other byte and.
Yeah.
So if this works. Guess what? It does not.
So it suddenly didn't update the screen?
It didn't update the screen anymore.
So Ian is sending you a little bit of
Yeah.
code.
Okay. Is even.
Oh, is 8? Oh, he made a typo.
Okay.
Oh, that's a nice line.
Yeah.
Testing 1, 2, 3 from Audio Nerd. What are you testing, Audio Nerd?
So let's remove the entire Adafruit NeoPixel. Pixel begin. Oh. Nothing here anymore. Fill screen. After the else. Printf. Yeah, that's all fine. Missing the. Where am I missing? 4. It's here, right? Or am I missing one underneath? Yeah, I don't like how they.
Oh, your funny lines are being auto-moderated. Yes, then they end up in a queue by at Yillis's place. At some point, we need to have a look at giving someone else moderation rights as well to keep an eye on the chat.
Yeah, that should be it. I did it on the first line. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yillis, I'm giving this 3 more minutes and then I'm out. Because I am falling asleep.
Yeah, I can imagine. Sorry, man.
It's okay. We're still having fun, but I'm tired and I can't think straight anymore.
So hope for the best.
Yeah. It's a nice little thing Ian wrote to have working for us.
And now black screen with empty buffer is to expect at all zeros or nulls. I think it should continue until Paul's actually asleep. No, I think we should call it a day.
Yeah.
I'll spend some time on it tomorrow, and I will share it on Twitter probably. So thanks, boss, for being here and covering my back whenever I went to the hallway, picking up some new gadgets and showing your cool stuff every time again. So
Cool.
thanks
So, yeah.
everyone for joining in. Really like it, and thanks Ian for joining in as well, as you kickstarted this new addiction. And have a nice weekend, everyone.
Yeah. Hey, thanks all for watching. Bye bye.
Bye.